Unpause that. All right, sweet. Let's do it. All right. Discord. All right. All right, my man. Let's do it. Yo, what's going on, gang? How we doing today, chat? Norman, how you doing, homie? Gang, we got some Apex Legends coaching today and some pubs. We'll be answering some questions along the stream. No cameras today. All right, let's see what we got cooking to start things off. You can hear me, right? Test house?
Yeah, I'm
okay. So let's start off with just some casual drops to get things that we want to get. Whoa, big lag. Alright. Oh, there's actually a team over here. I think I'm gonna start looking for this. Blue skin Mirage coming towards you. Okay. So, right now, our goal is to be able to play closer so that as we start getting damage, we can start moving up on them. Right? Or so that we can, in general, keep them locked into a situation where they will keep taking damage. So I'm...
They're pushing me.
Yeah, so you want to make sure that you're creating that space while they're trying to close it. One of them is Mirage, I think I recognize that skin. Oh my god, they destroyed the shit out of me. They're gonna climb up here. Oh, it's a conduit, not a Mirage. Oh, that's an Ash. I thought it was a red for a second. That was tripping. That's your 1v1. Take a step back. Okay, that was my bad there. Let me get this so
I should have backed up, but even if I did, I would have been in the open on the conduit there with the way how she swung. I needed to back up sooner.
Yeah, so just remember, right, when we're talking the range, what we're talking about was you're not just backing up once, you're backing up multiple times. And the more that you can take those steps back, the easier it's going to be for you to continuously have cover while continuously at the same time catching them in the open.
Yeah. I don't want to blame the gun, but having a hemlock in that fight was not
Oh,
ideal.
no, I totally feel it, dude. I hate hemlock. It's definitely one of my least
I
favorite
like
weapons.
the hemlock, just not when I'm that close. Like, I know
Yeah.
you're gonna miss the burst. Like, I can snipe with the hemlock, it's just not when I'm trying to fight up close like that with an Ash.
100%.
Who can just Q me and dash in.
Yeah, what up, Samuel? Haven't seen me in a minute. Yeah, dude, I've been taking a huge break from streaming and coaching and everything.
With her attack.
Yeah, for some reason I thought it was Mirage. It looked like the blue legendary Mirage skin.
I don't play Mirage enough to know his skins. I got a few of them, but like, he's probably the least played Legend I have other than Wattson.
Wattson's actually so good right now.
I know, but I'm not good with her.
No, she's definitely tough to be good with.
I can trap doors and hold angles inside buildings, but like I'm not gonna be the guy who can put these crazy traps and catch people with them, like little flies. I'm just not good enough for it. I don't have the fast enough reaction to think about it.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know if a lot of people know this or not, but they buffed her fences where they have more health. So most guns used to be able to just like break a fence with one bullet. Now most guns need anywhere from like 2 to 3 bullets to break a fence node.
Yeah.
So if you start putting nodes in front of people and they try to break it, like they're just wasting like so many valuable seconds trying to take those out of the game. All right. So let's see what's going on here. We got one solo. So I'm going to land on a weapon and start looking for him.
Well, I got a lot of bats, but no gun.
Got him.
We killed the last member. Good work, team. Look out, worlds! I'm leveled up and ready to upgrade. Extended heavy mag.
2 blue heavy mags right here.
Yeah, I got a golden mastiff. We got shooting really close to us here, by like the skull.
Yeah, we can go check that out if you're willing.
The ring is far. I've selected an upgrade.
Alright, so nothing happened to us. Let's start walking on over. Box right there. So I'm gonna walk this in to make sure I'm not caught on a zip line. Cover to cover. Looting that box. I'm stuck in the open. Whoa! Dude. I start creating space. That team's gonna want to follow through here. Oh boy. Oh boy.
I got stuck.
No, you're chilling. Missed it. Bro, what the heck was that, man? I just instantly got demolished.
I was hoping he'd spend more time shooting you, to be honest.
Yeah, I'm kind of surprised that I just got fucking turned on like that.
Nah, I missed a lot of shots there with the Volt.
I thought
That was
for
bad.
real that they would look at you, being that you were. Right
I was
there in
definitely a lot
front of
closer. They definitely both just hard focused you. I was
Yeah.
definitely closer.
them. They looked at me and they said, "This fucking clanker."
I started to push out. I'm like, oh crap, I'm in a bad spot.
Yeah. I think they're just racist towards robots. This fucking clanker,
Those
chat.
damn automatons
Get this
take
fucking
over the
clanker
world.
out of here. Yeah, dude. Blair Roche. Very broken. Wattson is insane right now. I was playing her the other day off stream, and I was like, holy shit. The amount of like 1v1s that you can take for free with Wattson is just insane. How many people in chat have an heirloom? Says Lavik. Me Lavik. I'm sure a couple people have some. How much are coaching sessions? And how much? Wait, what? How much are your coaching sessions for, and how much? How long are they? Coaching sessions are anywhere from 30 to 3 hours, depending on how long you book them for. And the price varies, but they start at $25. I'm actually surprised that no one's here.
Yeah, I thought at least one would come this round.
So we'll land like right here, or like right here, and then we can go fight that. Alright. Alright, so they're fighting right now. I want to make sure that I want to start getting somewhat involved. I want to make sure that I'm looking at what I'm hearing. It sounds like they're fighting towards the back side. First floor, second floor in here. I'm gonna nade to push them back. Second floor for sure. I'm gonna push to their height. Wraith first floor. I'm catching her.
She's here on the corner.
Alright, good stuff. Dropped a purple energy mag over here. I think more. Am I hearing more people?
I only heard the bird, or like the creatures. The only other shooting I heard while we were over there looting was over at what's it called?
Oh.
Containment area. Trying to think of where it is on the map, like containment.
Yeah. No, I thought I was hearing like someone like walking up on us, but I think maybe I'm just tripping. Where's that bird? Alright. Let's go check out the rest of the lobby. Alright. Guys, what's the best heirloom? I like the raptor claw. This is Mr. Fanzio for life. Honestly, dude, I would honestly say, yeah, raptor claw is probably like one of the best general ones. Or like the best one that you can get for like anyone. But in my opinion, the best heirloom ever is the Gibraltar heirloom, the Gibraltar club.
Here.
Alright. Oh, I think he's like right here above us. So they're definitely on the inside.
Nope, he went inside. Yeah, I pushed him off from the
Mirage is on the inside here.
We have snipers up above us.
You're fighting. Oh, what the fuck? What the f— no audio. Oh my god, on the roof. Alright. Right now we're in a weird situation. Mirage is on the height. He's not looking. Start popping that heal. You don't want him to walk up on you. So what we want to be thinking about when we back off is I'm either looking at that open space that I created because I'm actively holding him, or I'm healing, right? But we don't want to be doing nothing and waiting for him to jump right in front of us. I'm on the roof. I'm going to climb to their— oh, that's two. I'm going to back off. I don't want to be stuck in the open right there. So it's still two teams.
One of them.
Yep. So right now it's two teams and you're playing right in the middle. We need to be looking at all this. What the fuck? Mirage just hit his ult again. Alright. We're in the middle of the open. I'm going to take a huge step back here.
They're rezzing.
Bro. Nice. Oh my god. Let's see if we can get that thirst right there.
Get that off real quick.
Oh, what's this vantage over here? 1 HP on me. Nice. Here, you can loot that first box. There's still more people here, so let's make sure that we are getting back into this fight. We want to keep the pressure here. Maybe you can play from the door.
Yeah, I'll climb up.
What the fuck? Put some pressure on that, and then I can angle this with you. Two in this backside right here. Crypto Newcastle. Killed one.
Got the crypto.
So what I really want you to be focused on, because this is what I noticed a lot in our 1v1s, and this is now what I'm noticing a lot more, especially when we're in this other team here. Let's get back to the roof. They're in the building right there. Let's start looking for that. Sounded like they were right there a second ago. Bottom right, maybe? Oh, yeah, okay, they're far. Alright, so we know where this team is. We need to make sure they're right down here. We need to make sure that we're closing the space on them. So if we can close a lot of space without having to fight them, then that's ideal, right? It's a lot of—
slide.
You heard someone slide?
Yeah. Like, it wasn't quite where I pinged, but close to that direction.
Okay. Purple right here. He's right here on the respawn beacon.
The guy that you're
Okay, right here in the open. Shut up! Man, that thing is annoying. Holy shit. So what I was going to say is, what I was noticing when we were fighting in that big building right there, you tend to hear what is going on around you, but you oftentimes... Oh, gold R3 if you want that. Oftentimes it seems like you're waiting for that thing to pop out in front of you so that you can play for it. When you are understanding, team right here by the way, relatively where someone is, I want you to go out of your way to put yourself on a corner that looks at them. In the tunnel. Red vault right here.
Inside here as well.
I almost broke it. Oh. Broke it on that far back side. So we know that they're on this far back side. Let's close this space here.
Grab again.
Rev right here, you're full HP. We can close that space on that Rev and lock them into the open. So that right there is exactly what I'm talking about. Maybe you didn't have a... You can have that backpack. Maybe you didn't have a great understanding of, okay, I know he's in this exact spot, right? Because it can be really hard to tell exactly where someone is. I didn't know where that Bangalore was for a while. But you know that they're forward in that direction. So, okay, I know they're in front of me, but there's something blocking my view. They have to be on the other side of that. You need to always be working to see what you know is in that general area. You're holding yourself back and you're waiting to see something. And then what happens is that thing comes looking for you in your general area, and now you're stuck in that fight. Dishrick, is the Wraith recolor or the original better in your opinion? For the heirlooms, I would probably say the recolor is a lot better, but that's also just because in terms of like aesthetic, I like reds more than I like blues. Red fits, you know, my brand pretty specifically. But again, that's just my opinion. I wouldn't necessarily say that you should get the red. It also, you know, you can also try to match it with like the skins that you use a lot. That's what I usually do when I'm using like different heirlooms. I'll try to match it to like the color of my hands. So if I have a skin with like red hands, I'll use like the red heirloom. If I have a skin with blue hands, I'll use the blue heirloom. Alright.
Care package over there.
What was that? Kraber.
It's a Kraber.
Yeah, let's go grab that.
Care package over there.
Yeah, I got a zip line.
Fly on a zip line.
I think there's a team on it because the light is gone. So we should expect someone bottom right of us. I hear them under us. They just opened the mythic bin. I'm dropping. Loba really hurt. Red helmet. You can have that Kraber if you want, boss. Damn, R3, triple take, Kraber, gold R3. Gold R3. You have a gold R3 too, if I'm not mistaken.
I do.
Walking up on us right over here. So here, I'm going to put us on the height. We heard that footstep of right here somewhere on that wall. So right now what we need is we need to hold that team back. We either need to pressure them, keep them looking away so we can close the space, or we need big damage to let us walk up. Okay, one magged. Under us. Nice. What was that? Huge. Right there, that team didn't hold us back. They kind of did, right? But they didn't move quick enough. So we looked at them after they made the situation safe for themselves. When they took damage, they didn't back off. So they let us drop right down onto them. So exactly what I'm talking about in like the firing range, right? When you're taking pressure, you're taking damage, people want to follow through. If you don't back off, you're locked into that bad fight. Alright, do you see this last team? Right here? Alright, so we know that this is where they're playing. Are they going up the hill? They're not. Yeah, I got a zip line. One's on this building, and then one is all the way across. They're going back.
I think that's a clone.
It might be.
It looks like a Mirage clone.
So they might try to just walk. I think you're right about the clone, yeah. So they're walking back right now. So they want to be coming from over here. Let's make sure that we get to where they're trying to go. Over here. Let's try to hold this team out. Right? We're going to pressure them. We're going to make them look away. We're going to walk up on them. I see them moving up right now. They're still over here. So they have to come towards us. Old shield on the Ash.
I just missed him. He got just under the cover there.
Does he have a Kraber too?
Two-time knocked. Two-time knocked. Two-time knocked.
Let's start walking up.
I gotta heal.
Alright. Last team, where are they at? Honestly, I thought that was the last team, I'm not gonna lie.
Probably a solo. It's a rat, probably. Since they didn't push us when we were fighting.
Yeah, huge knock.
I would say, is there anything for you to scan? But no.
No, I picked the wrong thing by accident. I picked the ring console. I would think he's either like ratting and like trying to sneak his way in, or
I think he's probably already in.
You think he's already in zone?
Yeah. Some of these doors are open here.
Well, I
so
feel like he would have grabbed that care package if he came behind us.
I'm just gonna walk around, see if I hear anything.
June Wee, bro, thank you for the sub over on YouTube. Much love.
My zone and run.
What is this lobby? I don't know, bro. Probably like the average pub lobby.
Just gonna take height on this rock and see if they're behind us here, honestly.
Yeah, this is what I don't really get about pubs, like when people play like this. And they hide.
I've had rank games that are like this too, it's annoying.
I can understand it to some degree in a rank game, but in a pub it's
when
like...
you're the final spot, at this point, just fight. You're still gonna, either you win or you don't, and you still get a ton of points regardless. Like,
yeah. Yeah, where is this team, bro?
I think it's just a solo. I think it's just a rat. Like, I highly doubt there's a team. There's no way they wouldn't have tried to engage by now.
You'd be surprised.
I mean, I find duos sweatier than trios most of the time.
Really? Oh, I just heard a door.
Like
yeah, he's right over here. He had a white shield, bro.
He had a white shield? I have no angle.
Oh shit.
Well, that's one way to end the game.
I thought I had a grapple. Whoops. Alright.
Clip it, chat. Clip it.
Yeah, please don't. Alright, sweet. There we go. Great first game. All those other games never happened. Great first game.
First try, we got it.
First try, yeah, exactly.
Nah, I don't think that was another Kraber they had. I think it was a Sentinel.
What up, Richie?
Just
Yo,
not
Disher, hope
charged.
you're having a great day. Greetings from Mexico. Yo, much love, bro. How you doing, man?
Actually, it might have been longbow even.
Greetings back from Canada.
By the way, they weren't good with it. They just
Yeah, I couldn't tell what he was shooting. It sounded like he was shooting either a skull piercer longbow or he was shooting a Kraber back.
I'm pretty sure it had. I think I'm gonna go with longbow because it didn't. Like the impact of him shooting didn't feel like a Kraber, like when he was shooting at me. So I'm like, it had to be longbow, and he just stood there for a half a second too long, and
and you just lined up the headshot.
I capitalized on it.
Game him 423A. District, do you have any availability for 2?
Decent.
I do not.
Better
Not
at
right now.
marksman than I am
I don't
at
have
close
any
range.
open availability for coaching sessions until, if I'm not mistaken, late August or early September. I know the last session that came through was booked for like September 16th. So there's definitely a pretty long wait list. If you really want to get in coaching sooner than that, you can send me a DM over on Discord, and I'll do my best to see if I can fit something in. But yeah, right now, coaching is so packed that there's like a 2-month wait list. Hey, what up, Curse? How you doing today, man? District, saw you first on YouTube Shorts. Tips are actually so great. My man, dude, much love, homie. Appreciate you, dog. I'm happy that you're able to take some of what I'm saying and apply it to your games, my man. Alright. No one here?
I think we're alone, yeah.
Alright. Alright. I'm pretty set with a quick little loot. As we start taking our fights, we'll start gathering more stuff, so we don't need to... Ooh, can you bring that over by chance? I'll drop you some cells. You can like drop a stack of cells and I'll drop you some cells. More light ammo.
Attention, Evo harvesters are online.
Alright, you good on loot? Do you need more?
Fine, I can work with what I got.
Alright.
Let's engage in combat there.
We're in double light at the moment, but I'll take. It's fine. I can work with it.
Alright. So right now, one is right here under the bridge. No one's chasing him, so let's put ourselves in a spot where we can play for him, but he can't play for us. He's right here on ping. I'm going to land in the cover. Oh, it's 2! Oh. One of them is one shot. Don't play in the open. There's nowhere for you to play right there. It's all good. Ew, why is this so mushy?
I must have got a no rig there because I know one of my shots hit him in the head. That's weird.
Might have.
I get most no rigs with shotguns than I do with anything else.
What kind of
couldn't
ping do you
tell
play on?
why. Normally it's not very high. I think right now I'm at 32.
Yo, what up, Twizzy? How you doing today, man? Damn, you get 32 ping?
Yeah.
Oh my god, I think that's like the lowest I've ever got.
Yeah, I average between 32. Like I've even had 18 before. Like,
Really?
It just really depends.
Oh my god. Yeah, dude, I think like on average in the range, which is usually where you get the best ping, I get like maybe 30 ping at the absolute lowest. And then as soon as I get into games, I'm usually averaging like 50 to 70. In ranked games, I usually average 90 on my home server.
Yeah, I think the highest I see my ping spike is around 90, but that was like dropping fragment with literally like 18 other teams, and there's just all hell's breaking loose.
Yo, tell Twisted Man, much love, homie. Appreciate you, dog. Alright, I'm gonna switch it up.
Normally my ping's not too bad. I guess it depends on server too. If I'm playing on, I do better on East Coast than I do on the West Coast servers. I've noticed, but
yeah,
and I'm more central, so.
Woleg, you get.
It kind of depends because I know there's a St. Louis server. St. Louis server, I tend to either have really good ping. I'll be like 30 or under. Or I'll be on the East Coast, like New York server.
Yeah.
And I'll be at like 35.
Yeah.
Is what it usually averages.
Alright.
Yeah, like right now, my thing's bouncing between 39 and 45.
That's pretty solid, actually. Alright, so let's see. What we got for today? We got one team. I'm gonna let her come with shotgun arsenal with this person. Why did I give him that message?
How'd I clip that?
Bro, how did I miss every shot right there? I just completely bought it up. Not 1 HP. A little bit hurt. He can play my knock. Or not. He's gonna armor swap my box. He armor swapped it.
All I have is a P20. This is abysmal. I picked up the first gun to fight. That's all I got.
Oh, dude. I didn't know that there was only one shotgun on that side. Ah. My 7 damage. I hit 1 pellet. Bro, I hit 1 pellet right there.
It's a solo too. That's crazy.
No, he was definitely hitting with that Mastiff.
Yeah, well, they changed the Mastiff spread with when they updated Ash and all them originally.
Did they
before,
Oh yeah. Didn't they tighten the spread? Did they not? Or
they
did
tightened it. Yeah,
okay.
They made it closer. They also made the target acquisition or whatever it is, like faster.
Oh
so, like,
yeah, the aim down.
Aiming it is a lot. It doesn't. It's not as you don't have to snap it as hard.
Yeah, the aim down sight speed is a lot faster. Yeah.
So
hey, Coach
Massive
District. So I
really
watched your short on
powerful.
Apex and about recoil being harder
trying
to
to balance
perfectly
them. I know
hold
they
down
are,
the
but they're
reticle
never
on
gonna be able
controller.
to balance them.
I'm level
Shotguns are
900,
just
some with
always gonna be broken,
2,000
especially on
hours of
controller players.
experience. Nice, dude. Good time played. That's a lot of time played, low-key. But yeah, I wouldn't necessarily say that, like, I would say that aim smoothing on controller is a lot easier, but, like, pulling down to control recoil is a lot harder on controller than it is on M&K, 100%. So there's different, like, ways to control recoil, aim smoothing, like recoil pattern control, and every input has its own advantages and disadvantages. Aim smoothing is way easier on roller than it is on M&K because it requires a smooth, consistent sideways input, which you can get easily on controller. But pulling down and changing, you know, from left to right to control the pattern of a specific weapon is a lot easier on M&K. So I don't know if you were asking a question or if you were just like commenting something in general, but yeah, 100%. Does AX cheat? He does, 100%. You're from South Africa and your ping is 240 to 260. Holy shit, bro. That's absolutely insane. Have you ever tried using like exit lag or gear up booster? It might get you less ping. Maybe not by a lot, but you might get less ping. Is M&K worth playing? It purely depends on if you're if that's something that kind of, you know, fits your playstyle. I made a short on it not too long ago, basically talking about, you know, the difference between control and M&K. So I would give that a check. Yeah, I'm gonna not land right there. I'm gonna land on this building with you.
Yeah, I'll go inside and you get the garage.
I gave you a bubble if you want to play off that. They're gonna swing up.
I got it. I'm gonna back up. Just I have nothing.
I should have won.
There's a bandage above me.
Who the fuck is this? I think I'm getting my ass chased by 2 people. Oh. There's one lobe on me if you want to take this 1v1.
What the hell?
I saw you completely miss that shot.
Yep, I did.
Oh my
I'm
gosh.
trying to figure out how the Vantage team was pushing in on me there. All right. Nah, like as soon as I got through your bubble, there was a Vantage queuing up on height. I'm like, well, I
Yeah, in that tower.
don't want to be out here.
Yeah, that was pretty unfortunate, Luki. That's pretty unfortunate. Oh my gosh,
I honestly
bro.
don't like the whole Arsenal system. I kind of wish they'd get rid of it.
What does he cheat with? He cheats with bot lobbies. And I don't know for a fact, but I'm pretty sure he also uses a
It's
like
nice
a Cronus
having the,
or a
getting
strike
the
pad
guaranteed weapon, but like
off those arsenals. Yeah.
at that point, I'd rather them get rid of the Arsenal system and everyone just has a P20 to start with. Like, you drop in and you have a P20. I'd rather just have that.
I don't think arsenals are bad. It just comes down to just, judge, or not judge, but observe how many people are going for it. No different than a supply bin. What up, Lexi? Hey, baby. I love you. Yeah, M&K at the end of the day is way more fun than controller. It's just not nearly as consistent. Controller is way more consistent. It's just not as fun. Mostly because you don't have as much control over what's going on. No trolling, but what if AX's aim is really just like that? I mean, it could be.
Introducing your champion.
Again, here's my whole point about AX's shooting. It's not that you can't have good recoil control. And I don't think he aimbots, because he obviously misses shots. Right? He's not aimbotting. I never said that. What I'm just saying about his aim is that he's using something for recoil control, because dude will be standing still using absolutely no recoil controlling method, and he'll still have perfect recoil control every single time. A lot of people will say, yeah, but what if you just like memorize, or what if you learn like the specific recoil pattern of that weapon? 100%, you can. You can learn the pattern of a specific weapon. But the pattern of a weapon isn't the exact same every time, so you can't have pinpoint exact perfect recoil control every time unless you're using a recoil method, which he doesn't do all the time. There's a team here. 2 teams actually.
Yeah, 2 teams. They got one on the...
Alright. Oh, one's moving through the open. Good one. They're going for the revive right now. I got a bubble first to play here.
The other guy's here.
Oh my god, I'm lagging so bad right now. Low ground right here on ping.
The other team's trying to look at you on that.
Clear this boss. Wattson on ping. So we know where this team is. Right now we need to be looking. Oh, throwing nades on me. Get on, right here. You can be walking on that, or you can be walking on the other. You see how
Yeah,
you're
I was giving... I got a hold from the Wattson right now.
Why am I lagging so bad?
All those. I got my Q in 2 seconds.
Yeah, I bubbled. So here, let's just be walking up. Remember, you're only going to be getting kills by forcing these situations.
Forehead.
He's moving back. He's in the open if he's moving. Yeah. So just like how I was saying before, you might be trying to hold someone, right? But remember, the more that you hold, the more that that person is not fighting you. So if you're forcing someone to completely disengage from you, that's the end of it, right? Nothing's going to happen after that unless you do something. So what I'm saying, it's not that you're not actively doing something in that moment. It's that
Just
you
could be doing more.
You could be doing, yeah, you could be playing off of what you've done.
Yeah, because you had the Wattson
Holy
trapped in
shit,
that
I
corner.
know.
I had an angle on her. She peeked the left side of her thing, and then you got engaged by the ash there. So I came back to help you out, and I took up here, like where we are now, and looked down at her, and then she pushed over her fences on top of you.
Yeah.
And I had an
Holy
enemy and I missed everything.
I am lagging so fucking bad.
I'm sitting at 46 frames at the moment.
I don't know what is going on with my shit, but it's like constantly freezing. Alright, well, there's something happening over there. Let's go look at that. Yeah, my frames keep going from like 240 down to like 100.
Because you're also the host. Like, it should be on.
Well, it's not even a ping issue, it's a frame issue. Like my frames keep completely dropping and basically my screen freezes. Alright. So lots of stuff happening out over here.
That's a rampart.
We're gonna move up to right on over here. They just revived over here. Sounds like maybe someone's playing right there, so let's try to quickly get to that next piece of cover. I think they were walking over here. They have rampart walls, so let's just be cautious of that. Yeah, they're inside right there. So I'm going to... Oh, they're under us. Here, I'm gonna bubble. We're gonna drop down, okay? You ready?
Crypto.
Burning. Where are you? Oh, where are you? Oh. Here, you can hit the res right here. Be peeking, don't let them walk up on us. You can put that drone down, huge.
Cracked, you want to fight?
Let's try to
Use
take
this
that
Q.
portal, or let's try to take this Q. Bro, I'm lagging so bad. Here, I Gibby ulted. That's gonna cancel that res. We need to get up there, right? We don't want them to get that res off, so we need to be focused on... Got the Nog. Right here on ping.
I'll swing right side.
He's on the back. He's running.
He's running, yeah.
Holy shit, I'm lagging so bad. So why didn't you drop down right there?
I did. I went to the other side thinking I could get behind them. Like, if you were dropping there, they were going to push through that, like, middle opening. But they didn't. They went further than I thought. So that was just me not hearing the audio correctly.
So something that ICU do a lot is you always try to get these very wide, very intricate angles, right? There's nothing wrong with trying to get that one-off angle. But because you do it every single time, what ends up happening a lot of the time is pretty much nothing. So you always want to be as direct as possible, unless there's a really clean angle that you can take that they just can't do anything about, right? So for instance, we know that they're right under us. We don't need to go all the way around when we know that we can just go and fight right there. So the more that you do that, the more that you're holding yourself back from shooting your gun, which is why you don't get as much consistent damage. And it's the same thing in the range too, right? In the range, you were moving around a lot, keeping you from shooting. And you're doing the exact same thing here, you're just doing it on an even bigger scale. Yo, Lofi Drift with the tier 1 sub. My man, dude, much love. Let's go. Thank you for the support, my man. Do I know an Apex play called J Precision? I do not, no. I honestly, dude, don't concern myself with anyone but myself because I don't have the time to focus on anyone else. Much love here, bro. Thanks so much, homie. Yeah, dude, Gibby definitely has the best heirloom. 100%.
I'm not hearing anything. There's just no audio.
Might just be everyone's already in zone.
Oh, nope, there we go. Now I hear some shots.
Yeah, I think they were just fighting in like fragment. Jared says, you love watching your coaching session, learning from just watching, been able to solo queue through plat. My man, let's go, dude. You trying to go for diamond this split this season or what? Alright. Purple, shoddy bolt. Alright, well we know that there was fighting over here. So, or rather in that area. We know that they have to come to us. Pause. So let's just walk up on this and... Whoa!
And that's advantage. Hitting some cells.
So they're walking up. Vantage is nowhere to be seen. They could be walking up on this close left. So they have purple right here. The Vantage has purple and a gun shield. Okay, so Vantage got ticked a little bit.
Almost cracked one of them.
Let's use that to start crossing up. Huge crack. Put a nade down. Playing height. Blue shield on height right here. So we need to... He's gonna go back. He's gonna move back, I think. Here, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna throw a bubble on the stairs. That's gonna let us walk up. Rev almost broke.
One.
Nice. Play the play. Gotta play your cover.
I think that was a no reg there again. I didn't see numbers. I heard the damage, but I heard the hit, but no numbers.
All good. So again, keep that health up. You just hit a huge play. Awesome. You got tons of damage right there. Take that
I
step
should have
back
backed up behind the bubble and played it. I get it.
Yeah. Can you fix tunnel vision? 100%. You can fix anything, bro. You got a tiny dick, you can easily fix that, right? Got tunnel vision, you can easily fix that. If you want to fix tunnel vision,
good.
It's
Honestly,
not the easiest thing to do. It takes a lot of persistent,
although changing her
active
ultimate, the gun shield has more
thinking
health now on it.
But you need to think about like what your goal is in that moment
only at 10 seconds
and attack that goal. Which is what I think a lot of people have an issue with, attacking their goal. So basically what I'm saying is this. You tunnel vision on, I see people, all I do is I just run at them and I just shoot nonstop. Okay, that's all good. Think about, instead, the next time you're taking a fight, what are the steps that you need to be taking to go from where you are to where you want to be? And then that way, you're not just running around shooting or tunnel visioning on whatever it is. You're instead thinking about, well, this is something that's holding me back. This is a way that I can solve that. This is what's in my backpack that I can use, right? And then you kind of work your way through that fight, through that situation. Too many people, yeah, they tunnel vision, but they don't think about what they're trying to do, which causes tunnel vision. All right. Everyone is like over there. I just got a thing that said enemy landed near me, so there might be...
Yeah, I was trying to figure that out, yeah.
Maybe the building behind me? Like, over there, maybe?
Like they might be going trials, potentially?
I don't think I would get... I don't think I'd get a notification for trials, though. That seems pretty far.
Well, I mean, unless they landed at, like, the crates right there.
Maybe.
Right in front of me. Dash. She just used her dash, though, so she's got 6 seconds at least.
In the open. Block back, he doesn't want to fight.
He backed up.
Inside.
Watch it.
You want to go from the first floor of his building and catch him on the stairs, and I'll catch him on the roof. Yeah, I'm just gonna break this door. Okay.
Where his teammate was.
I have no idea.
A lot of fighting over in Countdown, it sounds like.
Yeah, we can go look at that.
Nope.
Alright. Okay. Oh my god, I'm lagging so bad. Alright. Let's see, what is happening? Drawbridge is raising. Oh my god, I missed. Broke one. Let's start walking up here. I broke one. You don't need to peek from where you are. Oh, I'm stunned. They're gonna try to walk up off this probably.
Yeah, I'm watching.
I'm gonna take a step back out of this. Let them step into the open if they want to fight us. I'm gonna let you play that rock right there. They're getting shot in the back. We can start walking up. I've got a bubble again. Right here. They're gonna get pushed. We're gonna get walked up on maybe. Oh, no, it's just a solo now. I thought it would be a full team.
Yeah, he's on bridge, I think.
So it's a fuse. We
was.
can. What the fuck, bro? How, like. Oh my god.
Any people behind us?
You have your ult. Put your ult down so that we can play. All right, let's thirst this guy really quick, and let's play for the team that's gonna come up behind us. Bro, my. Remember this team. This team.
I'm in suicide fuses thing. I can't get to you.
No, remember, right? We said we're gonna have to play for the team that's gonna third us, come up from behind, and you looked away from them. All right, right now you're in the middle of a huge fight. Gotta take yourself out of it. So instead of moving into it, move away from it. All right. Take yourself away from being thirded. It's hard to climb up, but it's easy to get dropped down on. So you can hit that reset, and then you can start working your way back into that fight.
Sure wasn't on the other side. I'd just be able to get you, but there's a team in here too.
All right, you can look to take that fight. You don't have to hide from them. A lot of space between you and them. Catch them in the open. All right, so the more that you... All right. Catch them in the open. You're playing all the way off your cover. You're just going to get one megged for it.
Yeah. I thought maybe since he was out in the open more, I would hit more of the shots, but I missed with this
Well,
shotgun.
It's all good. I mean, regardless, you gotta keep thinking of it in the sense that if you're not consistently managing your health, you're gonna be consistently losing it. So just because someone else is doing something doesn't mean that you need to do that same thing. Now, going back to what we were, going back to just before we ended up getting knocked there, we have a team that doesn't want to fight us. That solo that was running away the fuse. Yeah. And we have a team that does want to fight us. So if you're focusing on something that isn't really a threat, a fuse that wants nothing to do with you, and you're completely ignoring the team that is trying to push you, you're going to be basically chasing a ghost while a full team is chasing you in the back. So as soon as, you know, that fuse went away and we finally realized, oh, we actually knocked the lifeline to the fuse team, right? I thought that lifeline was with the Revenant. Now we need to start playing for, you know, our next immediate threat. Right? So once we thirsted that lifeline, then we need to be looking for that team that wants to fight us. Right? We need to make sure that, again, when we're being passive, whether it's by force, like they made us passive, or whether we're focusing on something else, right? Those players are going to take advantage of that. No different than when we're shooting at people, we're pre-firing them, we're holding them, or even when we're hitting them and we make them look away, we follow up on it. Imagine, and no different than when we were in Skyhook going, oh shit, there's all those people fighting in the POI next to us. They're being passive towards us because, well, they don't know that we exist, so we just walked up and we fought them for free. Same thing there, right? No one was looking and fighting that team that came from behind us, so they walked up onto us for free. So if we know that there's people, especially people that want to engage us, by not looking at them, even just poking at them periodically, you give them those consistent free opportunities to play for you. So periodically look at those teams, and then off of what happens, you can start playing to how you want, right? Maybe you start looking for other teams instead. I got a Spitfire in the open. And there's a team right up here. Ash right over here. Loki don't really have that much loot. I'm gonna maybe just kind of take a step back over here.
I'm being chased.
Oh.
That's a bunch of crap that she has. She got 3 dashes off there. She's just sitting on the corner here. She got shot in the back.
Yeah. Keep crawling, but face them so that you can put up your shield if you need to. They're walking up right now. I still have no ammo, by the way. Alright, I got a re. Let's be looking for them right now, because they're here. On ping. One's about to cross up any second.
Oh, that was... I walked into that one.
No! All good.
That was a hell of a shot on them. He walked out into the open and I got shots into him, but he just beamed me with that sentinel.
There we go. Open that back up. Now, just like in the range, right? A lot of your getting hit big time with sentinels is coming down to stepping out.
I'm overstepping. Yeah.
You're overstepping, yeah.
I didn't think I did there, but since how much I saw, how much of their body I could see there in my, I knew I probably could have stepped back and had a better, tighter angle. Yeah. Like not fully step back, but like step further from the cover.
Now another thing too, when you're the last one to peek, that person is already watching where you're going to step out from. When you're stepping out, being the last, you need to figure out everything as you're coming out, which means that you have this massive playing field that you need to scan and basically find that opponent. You might know he's generally in this one specific area, but you don't know if he's on the left, the right of that box, or whatever, right? So your first peek almost always should be so quick so that you can get a glimpse as to what's happening, right? Almost like a quick little snapshot so that you can see where he's not, so that the next time you peek, you're well more informed. Right, a lot of the time you step out and you look until you find something, and that thing is always going to find you first.
We have a team following with us right there.
Yeah, I think it's just one person though. Oh,
No
we're in
gun
the
down,
same
I have
building.
no
We
gun.
both have nothing. Yeah. I'm gonna throw a bubble on this.
I'm gonna go to the. There's crates further back here. I'll just hit those and.
They're walking up right now. No, they're not. Never mind. Was that a solo?
I think it was because I only saw one trail.
Yeah, my aim is so bad today. Walking up on me. Broken on me.
Coming back to you.
Oh, dude. Chat, man, I don't know what it is, but holy shit. Like, today my aim has been absolute. Dude, it's the same Chi guy. We've ran into this guy like 4 times today. Always off drop. Off drop every game, man. It's the same Chi guy. He's just trying to throw me. So remember, you're not going to get those massive breaks that you're looking for unless you're playing forward. You know where he is. Hold him and follow through. But waiting to see him is not going to help you. Follow through off that. You got him one shot. Don't wait to see him. He doesn't want to see you. Oh, you have him one shot. You're not going for him ever. You're waiting. You could have killed him 4 times. Coming up behind you now, so now you have to give it up or you have to go and follow through. You see what I'm saying though, right?
There.
Like you had him one shot like 5 times and you just kept waiting to see what he would do. Would you peek someone if you were one shot?
No, he
Probably.
was right to run, and I just couldn't get the right angle. And
Well, again,
I
it's
have
not
another team.
it's not even that you're not getting the right angle, it's that you're not getting any angle, right? Like you need to remove what's giving him cover as opposed to just slowly walking up on him. So by that, what I'm saying is instead of, oh, he's playing on top of a box where he can pivot left or he can pivot right. Well, if you run left, he goes right. If you go right, he goes left. So you need to remove that, right? If you climb up on something, you overlook everything. And then not just the fact that you're giving him options on which direction he can go, but when you give him that option, you don't correct for the fact that he changed. So when you started walking left and you heard him go right, you didn't go, oh, I need to change the side that I'm on. You just committed to being on the left and you waited again. And then you did that again and again and again. So you really need to, whether it's you're too self-conscious about pushing and missing shots, or whether it be you're too scared with the health that you have, you need to think to yourself, hurt players don't like to fight. I need to close that space. And if you just to do it, you'll find significantly more success than praying that he just steps into the open for you to shoot him.
Yeah.
This is your champion.
I have a very particular set of skills. Unfortunately for you.
No face cams today, Chad. So I just came back from the US and I forgot all my cameras, all my webcams and stuff in the USA. And then I'm also on a computer that is pretty decent, but it doesn't have a lot of USB ports. So it's actually really hard to plug all of my mice, keyboard, monitors, string decks, all that kind of stuff into it.
That streamer building and
Alright, what's going on here?
one team with us maybe.
Alright.
I see a trail.
They're landing on the shotgun.
I'm landing on the light.
Broke one. Bro, my aim. So I broke one. He doesn't want to fight us. This is our chance to walk up. Broke two. Two don't want to fight us. I'm bubbling forward so that we have somewhere to play in the open.
One's behind you. I'm trying to get to it.
I knocked one. I'm getting bowed at right now from over here. Oh, they're right on me. One's still on white. Bro, why is my gun not shooting? Oh, you're still so far away. I'm trying to take a huge step back, my man. Alright, I'm gonna get onto the height here. Make it harder for them to push.
Right here.
That's the one-shot guy? Okay. Oh, I just got put really low HP. I'm just trying to... Oh, I see him. Broke one.
Oh, he's got him. Got him.
Yeah, let's walk
One
on that.
knocked.
He's really hurt over here. Broken.
I got my drone in 2 seconds.
Alright. Damn, shotguns are just really not hitting for me today. Oh my goodness, bro. I thought that was you running right next to me. Gotta take a huge step back if you can. They're mag yelled on you, so they're gonna be right on top of you. Bro. Yo, District, genuine question. Why aren't you a part of an org or join teams at LAN? I'll answer that here in a second.
I did not track that well at all.
Yeah, all good.
I was way behind it. I probably shouldn't have aimed in.
So so the main reason is that the money is just not good unless you are one of the best players in the world, which I am not. Right? So for instance, if, you know, I was offered a contract to soar or what's like another like mid-class team, like for like a content team. Fuck, I don't even know. I can't even think of any off the top of my head. But like I'll use my friend as an example. I won't say who he is. But he took a team to LAN. He placed 3rd place. He took a team to LAN. The next split, they placed 5th place. And they won a whole bunch of like challenger circuits and like a whole bunch of like other like low tier tournaments. I made more money in 1 month doing what I do than he did that whole season coaching a professional team signed by an organization, winning tournaments, and placing top 3 at LAN. So to put that into perspective, there's just really not that much money unless you're like the Imperial HAL team. Like you're getting like Imperial HAL kind of contracts. On top of that too, you guys don't realize this, like a lot of people who are signed to orgs, especially for content, end up leaving because the orgs expect a lot of content to come from you. And then, if I'm not mistaken, depending on your contract, they'll take a portion of that also. Alright, so that's why, like, no-co... I'm not going to talk about that. I guess I'm not really... Never mind. That's the reason why, like, no-co Puff and, like, a whole bunch of other, like, OG content creators are just, like, not on orgs anymore. Oh my gosh.
He's one. This fucking snare is the only reason I lost that.
All good.
You succeeded
Here.
only in disappointing me.
Let's run that back. Let's have a super chill drop. I think we've been just getting a lot of like instant third party type drops. It has just been a little overwhelming here. Yeah, that's the main reason why I'm not part of like an org or anything. Yeah, exactly, Donovan. It's the same concept as like owning your own business versus like being your own boss. Or my bad, owning your own business versus working for someone else. When you work for someone else, you're always making like a lot less, right? But as soon as you start doing your own shit, like you find that you make way more money. That's why XQC is not part of like an org. Actually, is he? I have no idea. I know he used to be. I think he just does his own shit right now. Right? That's why XQC's, you know, not part of anything. That's why Aiden Ross isn't part of anything. That's why Kai Cenat isn't part of anything. They do their own thing. They make their own money. And you can make way more money than that. The only major benefit that comes out of being part of an organization is you have a lot of resources if you don't have them on your own already. And you get a lot of clout off of it. Right? Like, yeah, I'm good enough to be part of TSM. You just get, like, instant clout off of it. But aside from that, like, there's really nothing that's amazing coming from it. Like, I've talked to a lot of, like, my friends who are in, like, their own orgs. Like, one of my buddies who's on Oxygen. Oh, fuck, dude, I forget the other team that my buddy got signed to. And I was asking him, I was even talking to, like, Swordaz, right? About, you know, if it was worth trying to join like an org. And everyone, even like managers from other orgs have told me it's honestly really not worth it. If you already have your own business, you already have your own thing going, you shouldn't really be trying to join on an org. Alright, so let's just stay on the outside here. And we'll slowly whoa. Alright.
Rampart.
On flesh. Nice.
Victim.
Nice. Alright.
One upgrade at a time.
My computer is bugging right now, dude. Holy shit. Alright.
I have a lot of ammo. 2 clips.
I got a nade gun on it.
Alright.
I have no idea where that nade came from.
Over here.
Yeah.
I'm out in the open. I have to just.
You gotta do your thing, yep. Here, let's drop down. Let's go into the tunnel here. Do you have a health drone? Here they come. Let's be watching, right? Us being passive is helping them. Let's see if they step out in the open. Or not. They're
Running
behind
backwards.
us. Alright, so we hear them above us. Dude, what is my headset doing? It keeps making like buzzing noises. Alright, I'm gonna portal from where it's safe. I kidnapped them? Oh, never mind, I didn't. I thought I did.
Cracked one of them.
They're getting shot right now on the side. So they're getting like shot from over here, I think.
Drop down. Knocked.
Yep.
I got like 6 bullets left.
You take my portal. Bro, what is this? That's a 1v1 with the Wraith there.
No ammo, literally.
Oh, you got none?
Yeah.
Do your thing, 21. You can just leave. Bro, what is going on with my headset? Literally, all I hear in my headset is zzz.
See resin.
He's healing. I don't think he's resing right now, right here.
The enemy's reviving.
Nice. Nice. Cover and just swing that person. He's popping that cell. By waiting, you let him do what he wants. Swing. Don't wait. He's just gonna heal if you wait. Alright, so here, let's go into the range. Let's go into the range, because you're not ever swinging. You just stare at people. So this is something that we need to fix right now. Dude, what is going on with my headset? You can hear the noises too? Oh my god, bro. Like... Dude, what the fuck? It's like whenever I move my mouse... Did he not... are you not in my lobby? What happened?
I'm queued up with you, or I'm queued for the range, but...
That was weird. It didn't put you in the lobby. What is going on? Bro, Apex Gaming PCs absolutely bricked my computer, man. They fucked my shit up. Big time. Still, I'm still getting this weird fucking feedback by moving my mouse. Core could be going out? I doubt it, dude. Okay, so let's have you grab... I need to restart my PC after this. Okay, let's have you grab whatever 2 weapons... Hey, honestly, let's just grab an R9, okay? Alright. Okay, so come with me right over here.
Let's explore this way.
Alright, so I want you to play right behind that box there, okay? And I want you to tell me, who would you rather fight? So this is option number 1. Alright? Ready? And I want you to fight back on me. Okay, you ready? Can you hear me? Are you muted?
Really?
You can't hear me?
No. Like, I barely heard you move. Like, I heard you shuffle a little bit, but...
No, I'm saying you can hear my voice?
Yeah, I can hear your voice, yeah.
Okay.
I thought you meant, like, you're moving. I'm like, I hear you shuffling a bit,
No,
but, like...
Okay, so, option number 1.
Opening fire.
Okay, so that's option number 1. Let's heal back up. Or would you rather fight option number 2?
Contact. I downed an enemy.
Which would you rather have to fight consistently?
Option 1.
Why?
I had more control of where I was looking at you as compared to you keeping me out here, and I really couldn't back off fast enough.
Yeah. So what you do in 99% of your fights is you push. You push your body forward. What you don't do is swing. You don't swing into an opponent, into a player. And because of that, what happens is you let that person play cover. You let them sit behind their teammate's knockdown shield. You let them heal. You let them pop cells. You let them reload their guns. You let them watch you while you stand in the open. You can't sit back and wait to see what someone does. Because if I push you right now, I might push you straight up on the left side. I might come to your left, cut over to your right, hit a wall jump, come over, lock you into that fight. I might swing in. I got a dead slide. I might swing in, reset out of that fight, make you waste ammo, swing back in and fight you. You have no idea what I'm going to do because how could you?
Yeah,
right?
I don't
But
have
when you
any vision of you, no way to keep you from moving.
Yeah, so when you just sit here, because you're sitting here, you're not doing anything. You're not making that person react to you. Instead, you're giving that person the chance to instead push you, or you're giving that person the chance to instead hold you back. So you really got to force yourself even though it's uncomfortable and maybe you're not confident, to just put that person into the open. When we talk about you got to swing that guy, you got him one shot, that doesn't mean walk up to him and chase him. It means swing your body and press yourself against him so that he has to fight you. You're letting people manage their health by sitting in their cover. Okay? Alright, let's go up to some games. Oh my god, bro. I hate my computer so much. What up, Lexi? Replying to Cody, aim trainers make it a little easier to get used to the switch.
Firing range for me.
100%. Thank you for catching that, because I did not. If you're making the switch to mouse and keyboard, two main things.
I think part of it, again, it comes down to that confidence. Like, I know I'm not the best in the close range, and I'm trying to get better about it. Like, especially with the gun I had, having a Nemesis, I know close range is iffy with that, especially for me. 100%. I think that was part of it. I was too hesitant. Like you said, I need to be a little more aggressive about it.
Yeah. At the end of the day, you know, you're more than allowed to have emotions or, you know, thoughts about yourself and how you play. But by letting that hold you back, you're just going to be held back, right?
Yeah.
I you know, even me, like, dude, I suck with the mouse stuff. Especially right now. I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's just my computer in Canada is way different than my computer in the US, or if it's my mouse pad being different that's making my flicks just awful today. But, like, even with me whiffing as many shots as I am, I'm not going to be like, oh man, what if I don't hit him? Right? I don't really like this gun. I'm just going to play the way that I know I need to play to win consistently. And if I miss, it's a mechanical skill. You know, like, that's just going to be an issue regardless. Alright. No one directly on us. Alright, so to answer... Oh, dude, I'm still lagging so bad, man. I think it's an internet issue. I think it's just my internet, bro. I fucking hate my connection where I live. But to answer that question about, like, switching over to mouse and keyboard from controller, the two best things that you can do to help you switch over easily is going to be, one, play other games on mouse and keyboard that aren't Apex, because Apex is hella fast-paced. And then two, it's going to be make sure that you're aim training, because aim training will help get you comfortable. Oh, my bad, I was muted. Alright. Okay. Can you bring that skull piercer for me?
Yeah.
Optics here. Mid-range.
I heard something, but I think that was just the environment.
There's a team over in Lava Siphon.
Less than 30 seconds. Rings nearby.
Alright, I'm ready to head on over to Lava if you are.
Of course there's a 301. I had the gun shield earlier and I swapped off it because I wasn't finding it.
Well, I pick it up. I would just pick it up regardless.
Search for more.
I got a flatline that's decently. Just need a mag for it, really, is all I'm missing.
Okay, chat. Can you guys see my screen freeze? Like, is it just me, or can you guys also see my screen go from, like, moving to stopped to moving again?
Oh, a mag.
Extended heavy mag here. Level 3.
All right.
Got an idea
All
where
right,
it
let's walk
leads.
this up.
I think they're deeper. And I heard some very small Sound like R9 burst shots.
Yeah. Alright, so I think everything's happening on that far back. So let's hop into the gondola. Let's start looking for what we know is happening. People in the chat saying, yeah, cap your FPS on stream launch settings. It should be better for your streaming. It's not even really the stream that's having an issue. It's right under me, I think. Oh, they're above us? Wait.
Oh, I thought I heard
Maybe I'm
something
tripping.
there.
What
Yeah,
the?
I think they are above us though. I think we do have a team above us there.
Yeah, I'm being
Yep.
looked at right now. Well, we can't do anything about that, so we don't need to look at that.
Yep, I backed off.
Yeah, here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna TP from up here towards where there's things happening. Zip
They
line by
dropped
me.
down.
They're fighting right over here. We can look for this. Ryzen over here. Ash 1 HP. Nice. Do you have a health drone? I'm gonna move back to avoid.
10 seconds still.
Okay. So you know there's more happening. You're full HP. You want to make sure that you're looking for this. I'm
Pushing up
waiting
together.
for your drone when you get it. They're reviving.
I backed up.
You have that health drone yet? I fell all the way down. Oh my god. You can drop down if you need instead of committing.
I knocked the rev.
Yeah.
I'm probably dead. Yep. Ash is right here on me. Just trying to finish me.
Okay, they're pushing up. Catch them in the open. Looking at what he's doing.
Resin. Where was that all being thrown? No white shield, what the heck?
I made the right choices.
Where you going? I'm coming for you, buddy. All right, there we go. So that's exactly what I'm talking about when we're saying we want to make sure that we're swinging those players. All right, I'm not going to let this guy play cover. I'm going to get right in his face. I'm going to force him to fight me. Okay.
This upgrade should help.
Not seeing any ants.
Alright, tons of loot over here. I think he just shot at you.
Yeah, probably.
1 minute. Ring's pretty close.
Walking up right now. So I'm going to get into a spot that I can look at where he's playing. Rev almost broke on her height. Yep, walking that height. Nice.
I couldn't get off. I couldn't slide off the edge.
Reloading. This one works. Hold on. We're close to the ring. 30 seconds left.
Oh, he's playing the height. So I'm gonna portal
Launching a tunnel.
to him.
Seconds to the ring.
I'm just gonna take this back. And then I'm gonna take it once more.
I almost cracked him. He's gonna probably come through that.
He portaled again. You said you almost cracked him?
Yeah, he was like a sliver off of being cracked.
So another team pulled up. I'm just gonna come back to you. So another team is out over here. We know the area that they're playing, so let's make sure that we are looking to pressure and clear our way forward here. Ash still might be right here. Yeah, Ash is still right over here. Loki, I'm gonna kill her first, so that we can make this play. So I'm gonna. Nice. All right, now we have that next team. Okay. So what's this next team doing? Are they still playing over here? They might have already went to zone. Battery right here.
Tower.
Oh, here.
Wanna use a tower.
Let's just walk this in for right now. Okay. Let's hug right so that we can play with more cover.
Keeping an eye on this spot.
Play the height so I can see what's happening. Person right here. They just got a gold bin. So he's going to be in the open. I'm going to shoot him. He's going to want to look away. Oh, he just crafted.
He's climbing
Not,
up. Yeah, he went
not
up.
looking at us. This is a free chance to walk up. Audio left and audio right. I'm going to come this far right side. He's going to peek out on me. Yeah, if you have a halo, we can keep... Put a halo, put a halo. Here they come. Nice.
I hit one shot with the mastiff there.
Oh, you're totally vibing, bro. So right there, we wanted, obviously, to be making a move on them, which is why we did, which is why we walked up. Now, another team?
Yeah, I heard something there. I didn't know if that was...
Maybe it's just your little baby feet. I don't know. But
No,
right,
we both heard that, so...
I have no idea.
It
But
must
right
sound
there,
like a Mirage clone.
maybe. But right there, we wanted to walk up, right? They weren't putting any pressure. They gave us the chance to walk up for free. Awesome. Now it's in a situation where we don't really have cover, and they can step out of that door whenever they want. So we have two options: either find a way to use cover, your halo, so that we can keep playing in the open, right? Or we need to remove ourselves from that situation so that we're not as exposed as we were. You put down your halo, it gave us somewhere to play, right? Also gave us the chance to heal up quickly so that we could be very aggressive with our peaks and then go back into cover, be very aggressive with our peaks, go back into cover because we have fast healing, right? So as we're playing, we need to start recognizing what we want to do. Team right here, let's move back so that we're not in the open. We need to recognize what we want to do, push up on them. And then we needed to recognize, he's right here by the way, we need to recognize what's limiting us from doing that. We're stuck in the open. Yeah, I'm gonna grab this. Alright, I'm gonna grab this Kraber really quick. Oh, someone already grabbed it. Did they grab it? I don't see a gun on the ground. They didn't grab it, what the fuck? So he's over here, right?
Yeah, I'm watching, yeah. They backed up. They're over here now.
All right. Let's start looking
Yeah,
for
they're far.
this.
They're running. They're far.
Right here, standing still.
Trust
Both of the teams are there now.
replicator incoming.
Correct. Knocked one.
Enemy down.
Right here. So right here knocked. Right, let's walk up on that.
I gotta back up.
Lifeline. Playing right here. Now let's make sure this other team isn't pushing on us. They are. Let's take a huge step back if we can. Step back. Climb up. Let's play cover here.
8 seconds on drone.
So they're on the front of our building, if I'm not mistaken. Last team. They altered back.
They altered out. Yeah.
One's still
They
here
went
though.
to here.
Yeah, okay. They're all gone.
Nope, they're like here. They're in the middle.
All right. Oh, we're actually still in. Are they? They are too. So let's see what's happening. Are they playing up here? They're not showing any face, so we can walk up for free. They're being passive. Still don't see them. Hear them in front of us. Playing on the height in front of us. Collided them. Both of them are shit on. This is us walking up on them. Really hurt one. Oh.
Oh, the last shot didn't hit. Behind you.
Oh, you're knocked down and saving him. That's not cocked. It wasn't cocked. Nice. Alright, much better.
I should have won that trade there on that swing. I just missed so badly with the Mastiff.
No, you're totally chilling. That's one of the reasons why I was saying, like, I think your sense is just way too high. It's very hard to be that consistent with such an insanely high sense. Because it's not even fast. It's, like, insanely fast. All right. Just as cracked as I was on controller as I am on M&K. Oh, dude, you're teasing me, bro. Definitely not. I don't think my aim is as consistent. Like my up close, definitely not. Definitely not. What rank is Lone Wolf? I'm pretty sure he's like gold plat. District, when do you normally go live? I'm going to be trying to go live a lot more consistently. Now that I've been taking a little bit of a break. I know I say that all the time. But this is usually around the time I go live. I'll be going live around anywhere from like 1 p.m. to about like 8:30 on most days. And then I changed my schedule. Oh, that aneurysm. I changed my schedule. I go to the gym at night now instead of first thing in the morning. I'm trying to read all the comments, but my monitor isn't the same size as it is in the States, so it's hard to read everything when I have 4 different chats. So if you have a question, chat, I don't read it, don't feel like you can't ask again. Just don't spam it over and over again, you know? But, you know, ask every minute or two. Any free tips for people struggling in Diamond to Masters? I made a short about this the other day. Like, what's the difference between like diamond and pred players? There's a lot of insane preds. There's a lot of insane diamonds. Some diamonds are even better than some preds mechanically. But the difference between, I would say, you know, getting from diamond to getting to master pred is the consistency. If you're a diamond, for the most part, you're probably fairly smart. You're probably fairly skilled in some aspects, but you're not consistent with those things. Meaning, you're not consistently thinking about every aspect. Meaning, going into gunfights, you're not consistently thinking about controlling a fight to play. You might think of it for a moment, control the fight, and then things switch up, and then you stop thinking, and you just start playing. So the main thing between, again, a diamond and a pred is being consistent at things. Take a skill that you're good at, or take a skill that you're lacking at, and think about practicing that constantly throughout the match, so that it just becomes like really strong muscle memory, pretty much. Alright, what we got going on here? Holy shit, probably a bad drop on my part. I got a car. Holy shit, everyone's pulling up. I'm backing. I don't know if you can. Take a step back. I'm gonna try and hold you if you do.
I punched one. But that's all I can do there. I am way out from you.
Oh. You're good. He's gonna revive his buddy all the way over here. You might be able to tap me behind this rock. You peek that, peek that, peek that. They're right in the open. Tap me. Peek that. Hold them. They want to move up on us, right? Be aggressively looking.
One splash, he just jumped away.
Okay. Jumped away, perfect.
Over here.
Right here on ping. Motherfucker.
I'll be dead.
Play down low with me if you can. We're gonna... You're good. Never mind. I see you move. I'm coming to you. Let's see if we can just loot this backside. There should be a lot of bins back here.
One.
Alright, sweet. I don't really have that much loot, so I'm just gonna do my thing.
Yeah, I got a P20 and I'm those M, but I made the bash back off. I'm chasing you. So.
Okay, I'm gonna grab that. I'm dropping energy.
Yeah, I'd rather have that over just a P20.
Here, I'm gonna do this for you. Here. R3, purple. I don't know how much light you have.
2 clips.
Yeah, I'll drop you a stack. Alright.
Oh, that might crit too.
Alright.
Extra bat here if you want it.
I got 2. How many do you have?
I got 1, sorry.
Yeah, that's all you have. Alright, big fight. Portal from where it's safe. Let me just get us closer. So when we're recognizing this is just not a good situation, you should be trying to never commit to those. Right here.
I'm not gonna take the court. I'm just gonna walk up because I can see where they're at.
Headshot. Oh, piston. You walking off that. If I'm calling out piston, that's you getting it in their booty hole. Oh man, I just hit on one. I'm burning everybody in this bit, bro.
Bow check guy. Yeah, nope. He just had really good aim.
One squad closer to winning.
Where is he?
On the roof now, I think.
Oh, you're moving around so much. I can't play or knock when you're moving away from me. All good. What did he do? Just smoke you with that longbow
Yeah,
or something?
he just double-headed me instantly. Like as soon as he shot the first one, I turned to try to wall bounce out, and he got me again. Yeah. I'm like, all right.
So
just good aim. That was just.
So something that you could have done there is try to recognize where people are playing and play towards the outside of that. So, for instance, we have one team in the building, and we have one team shooting on the far right. If I'm not mistaken, you entered that building from the right side of it. So
you gone left.
Yeah, you put yourself between two teams, giving other people more angles on you.
Yeah,
right?
I didn't
So-
see the team on the right until the bow check shot me.
But at the same time, you still knew that there was a team over there, because as we're walking into that fight, we were pinging, hey, there's a team all the way on that far side, and there's a team right here in front of us that I called that was getting shit on. On top of that, too, you could also hear them shooting at another team, because they weren't fighting us, right? So you knew that there's more people in front of you, and you didn't cover in front of you. So chat, earlier when someone was asking what's the difference between Master and Pred, something like that, consistently keeping yourself covered relative to what you don't want to fight is one of those main differences. Alright. I'm going to loot the heavy, work my way down. Team on you? Yeah, team on you.
Actually, one's with you.
No, he's on you. I broke one on you.
I have no gun in this building at all. I just have nades.
Let's take the height.
I got him ticking cracked in there. But I'm literally just melee.
Oh,
He's still in the shower. He's hiding in the Where'd that come from? Right here.
Yes.
Got this. That was the last one. Nice work. Got my own. Let's see where it takes me.
More people pulling up.
Reloading.
I'm looking for these people pulling up on us. They're moving away, so we're good. Now, where is that second box at?
45 seconds.
You hear them?
Rings close.
Yeah, I heard the zip.
On ping. From where it's safe. Moving towards them. Right here in front of me. Portal's safe.
Yep.
I'm really low on heavy, so if you have any heavy or light, that would be clutch.
I have a little bit of light.
Right here. Drop down. Hold on. Let's make... Oh. Alright, let's start walking up. Shoot from a distance that one you can control and two you can play from.
We're inside. New kill leader. Watch for them.
Zipping up right here. Alright, hold on. Team right here. Team under us. Team under us can't do anything. Let's walk up right here in the open. Watch the horizon come up. Doesn't see us on white shield. Inside here. Okay. More people, I think. Up here. Careful.
Let's move here.
Now, I don't know if they're actually up there. I just saw a altar portal.
There's some heavy ammo on the ground right there.
I think I'm totally vibing out right now, thank you. Zipping towards us. Conduit. Almost broke on blue.
Hostile spotted.
Oh, right here on us.
Reloading.
Keep them from peeking left. Conduit shit on underneath us. I'm dropping on it. Dead. No, I think there was another team. I could be wrong about that, but I think they were over here. Yep. Blue shield. Almost broke. Okay, I'm gonna give you a portal. Drop down over here. Right under me. Broken on me. Dropped into the very, very bottom. On ping. Dead. This buddy's right here. Buddy has no health. I'm gonna walk up and force him into this fight.
8 Qs.
Yeah, I'm just gonna stay on his ass. Nice.
I tried to fight that with like 2 clips. Not even 2 clips.
Backpack here. Standard light mag. Sniper stock here. Gold.
Alright, nice.
I don't know who shot me when I took your portal though. It might have been their team. It might have been his teammate. It might have been that Wraith.
I think it was, yeah.
Countdown?
Yeah, that's
No,
good.
not countdown. Landslide.
I forget what it's called.
Landslide.
Landslide, yeah. Okay.
I may have just been scanned over here. And
Well,
you may have-
that's perfectly fine.
Yeah. I just saw like the pulse go out.
Lifeline over here dead.
Hostile.
So we know the fight's happening roughly over here. Let's find angles that look into this direction.
Behind us.
Body over here.
Here, behind us.
Killed
Okay.
an enemy.
I did a
On-
little bit of damage into it, but
On
not
your
much.
red ping?
Let's defend
Oh, I see
Yeah,
a guy
that's
right
where
there.
That's where he was when I backed off because I was getting shot by the
Blue shield on one. Wraith also has blue. I tagged them both a little bit.
Wraith is queued.
Can't climb on her.
Wraith is over here.
I'm getting shot in the ass. I'm playing for the Wraith. She portaled back. I'm
Mirage
taking
just-
height.
Mirage just popped his ult there. I had no vision of him.
Killed him.
down an enemy. Next ring's far.
So Wraith might portal back. That's a different team right there. So that was a solo. I don't know where this Mirage went.
I was just dead.
Oh, you killed him?
I think you got him.
I'm
That was
taking
guy
the
we
Wraith
just killed
portal.
here.
No,
was
that
the
was
guy
a
we just killed
ballistic.
right
That was a ballistic. That was ballistic. I took the Wraith's portal. You're reviving over here. Right here? Around the wall? Backside of this? Killed him? Really hurt?
Members down. One squad closer. Backpack here. Level 3.
Huge.
Reloading.
There we go.
No one has energy.
Yeah, it's a hard thing to come by.
Like I've been trying to run with energy this whole game, and I'm regretting it right now.
45
I've had less than 80 bullets almost this entire time.
God damn, really?
Enhanced weapon.
Most of those first fights I had less than 30. There we go. He had some energy on him.
Do you need any batteries?
I got 2, plus a couple phoenixes.
And keep that 4x low key. Alright. Let's go fragment. It just feels like controller was limiting my abilities. That's what I was thinking. So like Roller definitely has insane aim, but aim isn't always what's winning fights, right? You can have mid aim and you can still like play insanely well. Like I've hit masters with no aim assist, and I don't think I hit a single 1 meg when I was on controller, no aim assist, right? But I was still hitting masters. So the way that I kind of like to look at you can have that. The way that I like to what the heck? The way that I like to look at
That's why I
things
was like another goal.
is it's all about how you control fights, and I feel like on M&K you can really control fights with your movement.
I tend to, as lifeline,
Control
I don't
fights
really
with your
need the
flicking
gold
and
there
your
to get the
recoil
3-stack
control.
bats and everything.
Package over there.
I think
I
it
don't really
just
need the med kits and stuff
completely
like that.
overpowers controller.
So gold backpack really doesn't benefit me as much.
My student's phase on disguise, imagine. There's an altar portal in here, I think. I think that's what that blue glowy thing is.
Yeah, that is. That's an altar thing. We can either camp it or we can...
Oh, dude, definitely not. I'm definitely not gonna... They might never take it. Oh, Wattson fence is up here.
Spotted.
That's not a surprise.
I hear them. I think over here. I hear them in a building. Yeah. That's the altar team. Alright. So, we need to get angles that look at where they're playing.
They're on the door side.
Okay, done. We can walk in here. So because they wanted nothing to do with us, as in trying to engage us, trying to hold us back, they let us walk right up on top of them, and they were forced to fight us out of their control. The best offense, or rather the best defense, is a very strong offense.
I'm gonna hit this upgrade real quick. Hopefully no one's here. Try and get a better mag out of this.
Do you want me to craft your gun up? If you drop your gun, I'll craft it for you.
Got this weapon. Good.
Shoot the
Team?
gold. Nice.
I just heard a team walking up in this area. Did I, or am I tripping? Huh?
I didn't hear anything. I'm going off your call on that.
Okay, maybe I'm tripping. Dude, I have no idea what's going on today,
here.
but my game is just...
They're over here and
Not
up on the
liking
mountain
me.
here. So I can see two of the teams.
Yep. I think they're in a halo.
There's one up on the mountain that I pinged, so careful on them.
Yeah, I'm taking this guy's Ash's TP. Oh, I'm stuck in the open. Huge, huge, huge. Oh shit, round 3. We gotta go zone. We're still not in. We gotta get to that building if we can. Yoink.
People are above us here in this building.
Okay. Are they?
Yeah, I heard footsteps.
Alright, you're gonna come up here. I think, there actually wasn't anyone.
Need to recharge your shield.
Maybe I heard your footsteps on. It definitely sounded
Yeah.
like.
So,
someone.
fighting, not us. Let's make sure that we're looking at that. They're in that front door right here. So we'll have an angle as soon as we step in. Don't see them. Maybe they walked forward. I'm listening. Sounds like they're moving away from us, maybe.
Attack here.
Yeah, they're playing height. A couple of them are sniping.
What was he shooting at, though? Right here
Someone
on ping.
over. Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna get in front of where we want to go. We don't, just because we can kill someone on the left easy, doesn't mean that we should. We're gonna get held out if
They
we do
just
that.
need-
So
they
I'm
just
gonna
need
get
back.
behind where we're trying to go. And then from here, we can start playing as if we're actually holding everyone else out instead. Ash, 1 megs.
I downed an enemy.
I'm gonna push up here to where we have some damage
I'm
done.
getting looked at by the other team.
Nice, nice, nice. Grab that armor swap. That next team's gonna want us.
Charging my shield.
Now we're looking for this team. Are they walking on us? They're not. They're just holding up here.
Reloading.
You can have that gold helmet. Like, you ready? Yeah, grab that helmet. Alright, I'm gonna position us so that we can actually play. Oh, they're right in front of us right here.
Let's go this way.
Portal's somewhat safe. It's like right next to them.
I can put my thing down. Nope.
I took the portal back. Oh fuck. I'm gonna try and walk this in.
Your portal went away before I could take it. I got it. Yes.
Okay, I killed one.
Enemy down.
I'm trying to hit a Phoenix.
Yeah, he's running in storm. He's gonna die. Okay. Last team.
Down. One squad closer to winning.
I do not know how I made it through that portal.
Honestly,
I should've
dude,
been
I'm
dead.
not gonna lie. I'm amazed that you're alive.
I should have been in there. Like, I almost cracked the fuse, and the other guy swung. I'm like, I'm probably dead.
Right here.
Enemy spotted.
Alright, let's start walking up. He got held really hard. Hit him fairly decently also. 1 HP. This guy's literally no health. He has to hit like the craziest pump of his life if he wants to win this. Alright. Oh yeah, what up, NFX? Dude, we haven't talked in forever, bro. Like years, man. Alright, sweet. So, you start hopefully maybe noticing now, right? A lot of our games are less like full sending and just, you know, swinging and shooting. And it's more so holding and getting up, holding and getting closer, holding and getting closer. And then from there, that's our final swing. We're not necessarily trying to get like big damage to start fights. If you do, that's awesome. But like we said in the range, holding people makes people passive. And a side effect of holding people is usually just picking off damage. Sometimes people make the mistake of overcommitting to their challenge and they get hit too hard. Sometimes people don't look at all and they still look away.
Yeah.
So we want to make sure that really our only goal is I'm keeping people from fighting me by holding them. And with them not fighting me, I'm getting closer. And by getting closer, I swing. And by swinging, I commit people into fights. And then from there, it's really just a matter of working on your mechanical skills, whether it's your aiming or whether it's your movement, right? And then with that, you can kind of add little things here and there. Oh, how's Canada? Lexi's not in Canada with me, unfortunately. It's just me, sadly. I'm stuck here in Canada all by myself. Lexi's in the States, but I'm going to be applying for my visa to be a permanent resident in the U.S. here soon. Me and Lex are going to get married soon. Now that we're engaged, shout out the hottest fiance in the world, and then I'll be in Canada full time. The U.S. full time. How much to coach you? Coaching starts at $25, my friend. You can click the link in the description down below if you're watching on YouTube, or !coaching if you're watching on other platforms, specifically Twitch. Pop up my link to my official website, thedistrict.pro, and you can book a coaching session there. You were just in Toronto a few months ago? Huge, bro. Toronto is crazy, man. I don't really like Toronto. Wagwan Pifting. Oh wait, no, that's Jamaican. What do Toronto people say? Yer. What ya doing there, fam? Yer. Better skeet off my block there, fam. Authentic Toronto accent right there for you, chat.
I'm the Jetmaster. This time.
Tutu's my word there. Yeah, Tyrone. Yes. Oh my gosh. I don't even know what that means. I'll leave. Yeah, I'll leave him. Oh my god, the fact that you guys know that is wild. Holy shit, dude. There's way too many people here. Here. We're gonna go over here. I did not. I did not expect literally the entire lobby to show up. Oh,
Should've seen
you're
that
chilling.
coming.
Yeah, you're good. First floor's not looted.
Yeah,
I'll leave the floor.
I got loot from the bins. I just
I got 'em.
didn't expect them to actually push me over the other teams that were on their back already.
We're inside. Shotgun ammo here.
So there's a flatline upstairs with ammo. Alright, and whenever you're ready,
Yep.
we'll go get involved. Sticky keys. Alright.
Come on, let's regroup. Here.
Right here.
Getting shot at.
He's gonna maybe want to walk up now that he got me broke.
No, he backed up. He backed up.
Alright, so let's keep that. He's looting.
Yeah. Keep people above us.
Team just pulled up on us. Right here on ping.
Listen, let's move here.
He should be right next to you.
Cracked one.
Where do you crack
They're
him at?
running
Need to recharge my shield.
back here. They're running down the hill.
Team walking up. Yeah, they're right next to us. Absolutely fried one. I'm splitting this.
He got shot in the back.
Holy fuck.
Enemy shield broken.
Love over here's one shot.
Reached a new level.
Ah,
Okay.
she got the double Q off.
You're all good. So there's one knocked right underneath me over here.
Heads up.
Okay. So there's still a lot of people around us. I don't know about you, but I hear someone coming back. I think that's that OG Loba. She left her market here for us. Okay. I just heard close. Right here on ping.
We don't want to be here. Avoid this area.
Walking away from us. Behind us. Here, I'm gonna just.
Placing a portal.
Ah, it was.
Yeah.
I just got obliterated.
Placed.
What the hell just happened to me?
Honestly, dude, it was just like nothing was happening, and then all of a sudden everyone pulled up at the exact same time.
Yeah, I had two frags land right on me, and then I just got obliterated with bullets. I'm like, all right. You left.
Enemy shield.
Okay.
Need to recharge my shield.
They're buggy again. He's fighting another team.
Everywhere I go, bro. Oh my gosh. Ash, 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 Ash. Devo, 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 Devo. Holy shit, boy. Alright, all good. We'll restart there. Alright, let's do one more match and then we'll wrap up today.
Sure.
Right, bud? Bro, oh my god, dude. There's so many Toronto kids right here in the chat. Holy shit. Why don't you have the black crosshair anymore? So it's okay, so the reason why is because I'm on a different PC. and this PC has different Apex launch options compared to my other PC. So I got a different keyboard, I got a different mouse, I got different skates, I got a different mouse pad, I got a different monitor, different GPU, different everything, different launch options. So like everything about, you know, my setup right now is completely different. So that's why there's no face cam, that's why there's no like alerts on this stream, that's why there's no anything. Yeah, what's going on, Mattia? It's going. It's going. Not too bad. Pretty decent. Can't complain. Yo, Zion, bro, thank you for the follow over on Twitch. Jordan, bro, thank you for the follow over on Twitch. The one crazy one, thank you for the follow over on Twitch. EQ, thank you for the follow over on Twitch. Smile, thank you for the follow over on Twitch. Jack Reyes 69, thank you for the follow over on Twitch. Do I have custom mouse cursor? I might. Oh, I do, yeah. I do, actually. I think, so this PC used to be at my fiance's house in the US. And then I swapped it out for my Canadian setup. So when she was on it, she changed the cursor to this. So this is just like a cursor setting in like your PC like settings. Alright. So what's going on? 1 team, 2 team, 3 team. Let's land towards the outside so that we can work our way in towards these teams so we can loot towards opponents.
I'm gonna land on the backside door here and I'll meet you in the middle. Almost overjumped it. I got a guy in here.
Oh my god, let me open the let me open the supply bin, bro. Holy shit.
Push it over to you.
Alright. I'm looking at this fight that's happening right over here. Kobe. So it's in the opposite building, or the building next to me. Nade's gonna push them back. Thermite's gonna hold them even more. Shit on one really bad. I'm using this to swing on in. Alright. One's broke. You pass the take. Time to heal. My nade's gonna hold them back. You might want to take a step back if you can. They're nading us back. So we need to keep
people behind us.
Alright. They're gonna climb on me, or they're gonna push up on me. Can you come outside so that oh, you are outside, okay.
I am outside.
It looked like you were on the inside.
Nope. I moved to a spot that you can maybe get me from if need be. I can actually even get to the wall further.
I just don't want. If I drop down, I'm taking.
They're still here in the middle. I just saw them in the window. I'm just gonna crawl away as far as possible.
Yeah, he fucked me up right there.
I'm in a safe spot if you.
Oh, it's an altar. I'm cooked. Do you have a halo? You're gonna want to drop it right away if you do.
I don't have it. 80 seconds.
Okay, you're good. Save it. You don't need to use it. You don't need to use it. I thought this team might have been decent and like walked up on us, but they're on her height right now. It is an altar, so she can just portal down if she wants. She dropped. Shit on one.
No more shields.
They're going. One's playing on the inside right now. I'm gonna push the inside. Looking for the inside.
Oh, he's one. Altar's one. The other guy's just playing the beacon. He's got another team pushing behind him, though. He has another team behind him, though.
Yeah, can you drop to me?
We got this.
Start popping cells, because it's going to passive heal you.
I got no shields.
Okay.
Reloading.
Where's this guy shit go? Do you need light ammo?
Back up.
Broken enemy shield.
Climbing right here. So one's on height.
On my door, yeah.
Yeah, I full killed this one team. The third party team.
One squad closer.
We just have this.
In here.
No, I think he it's just the Wraith. The Wraith came back, grabbed the banner, portaled away. So the Wraith is somewhere over here. She's rezzing right now, right here.
Hostile.
Wraith is broke, has no HP. Okay. Last guy, he's gonna drop out of the ship. These
Sam,
over
yeah.
here.
Attack here.
Oh shit, I just killed that myself.
I saw that. I was like,
Whoopsie daisy.
Every little choice changes the path.
Alright. Here, I got you shields if you need.
yeah, I've only got a Phoenix kit right now.
Oh, here, take this. We'll just get a little speed boost here.
Barrel stabilizer. Level 3.
Dropped you a stack of bats right there.
Shield battery here.
Oh, yeah, was selling a bat on the bottom floor there.
Need to recharge my shield.
Alright. 2 cells right here.
Shield cell here. Trust me. Let's attack.
Alright, so they're fighting in that next POI. Let's start walking up and see if we can find an angle that just looks into the direction of their fight. Our damage will make it super easy to walk up, or if there's nothing happening looking at us, then we can just start walking up in general. Big explosion to the right. So we know, yeah, right there. Anyone else on this left side? Nope. They're going up the hill, so we're going to follow that. Pad right here.
Looking for some loot here.
They might hold us.
Pretty sure we're not alone here.
Pretty sure it's this team right in front of us.
Sliding down, sliding down, sliding down. Yep.
Okay, let's take a big step back here. Alright, they got a huge advantage over us, being that they're holding head glitches on a hill. They're going to want to walk up, so let's make sure that we're looking at where they're going to be moving to.
They TP on
One's-
height.
Yep. Bro. I'm cooked. Oh, I got
Yeah, I
stuck.
Octane just boosted on me.
It wouldn't let me climb. Alright, we'll wrap up right there. Let's go leave. Bro, why were they shooting the box? Alright, so any questions before we wrap up today?
No, I think you definitely helped me see what I need to work on a lot more. I just got to start putting it more into practice and make it more muscle memory for me.
100%, yeah. So what I'll say just before we wrap up, number one thing that I would say you really need to work on is just that idea that you're not waiting to see people so that you can shoot your gun. You're shooting to hold people where they are and keep them from watching you so that you can make moves forward. if you're constantly waiting to see what happens, you're going to react long after that thing has already happened in front of you. And you're just going to find that you're always a step behind, you're always getting hit first, and you always have less health. And you never have control. So hold more, swing, not push, swing more. And when you're feeling uncomfortable, create space more, because you typically stay where you are until you die. Okay?
Yeah.
All right, get you home.
No, I definitely see my weaknesses that I need to work on, like, heavily.
Yeah.
And I know it's not going to be like overnight I'm good. No, I know this is going to be months of me playing this hardcore and getting better at it.
100%. I mean, you can honestly make massive improvements in just a week, as long as you're just thinking about what you're doing and not just playing. You'll see that you'll make really big improvements really quickly. So, with that in mind, you have me on Discord. So if you ever have any questions, please feel free, reach out whenever. And
yeah. So with sensitivity, you think I should just start lowering it bit by bit, seeing?
No. Make one big move, because if you're constantly lowering it, you're constantly readjusting, and you're always going to feel it's uncomfortable because you're always changing it. So what I would suggest,
try to drop it like by 1 from where I'm at now.
No, bro. Like, what's your sensitivity right now? You said, oh no, you said it's not 3. You said it's like what, 2.4?
No, 2.1.
2.1.
Yeah.
Honestly, bro, you play 1200 DPI.
Yeah.
I would put it into an eDPI calculator, and I would say try to play anywhere from like 1,000 to like 1,200 eDPI.
So I had to drop it down to about a 1. About 1 to 1.2.
Because didn't you say your eDPI was 2,000? Yeah,
like with normally I'd play, well, it'd be 2,400 if you're doing the calculations, because it's the 1,200 DPI plus the 2.1
times 2.1.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, you're playing like 2,400 eDPI. That is literally like twice Fade's sensitivity, and Fade already has an insanely high sensitivity. So,
I'll drop it down and I'll start practicing with it more.
I would say play Fade's sense if you really do enjoy fast sense, right? Copy it somewhat. Just find the same eDPI as his sense. You don't have to play his exactly. And then from there, do some aim training. I'll send you some stuff that I did with other people in coaching sessions in terms of aim training, and then you can give that a watch, and then you can put that into practice, okay?
Okay.
All right, cool beans. Well, man, I will talk to you I'll talk to you in a bit. Got questions, hit me up on Discord, okay?
Yeah, thanks so much.
All right, good shit, homie. Later.
Yep, have a good one.
All right. What are we saying, chat? What are we doing? Resolution. I play. Honestly, I just play native 1080p resolution, bro. 1080p native. That's what I play, homie. What is DPI? Says homie. So DPI means dots per inch, which basically just means for every inch you move your mouse, it's going to register that many inputs. So what you would basically do is this. You'd look at your sensitivity. I play 0.6. My DPI is 1600. So for every inch that I move my mouse, it's going to register 1600 0.6 inputs. Yeah, it's basically how sensitive is your mouse. Not how sensitive is your crosshair in game, but how sensitive does your mouse? How little do you have to move your mouse to register an input? High DPI lets you make very tiny movements that get input. Very low DPI gives you more stability because it won't register all those little micro movements that you make by accident. So high DPI, or not high DPI, but yeah. What I said is what I said. District should place duos or trios to improve. What should I play? Duos or trios to improve my game sense and aim. My lurch movement is pretty decent. If your goals to get better, I would say, I always tell people start off with duos fill switch to duos no fill when you get better, then switch to trios fill, and then switch to trios no fill as you get better. What's he looking at? On the inside?
Frag out.
That Ash has to reload.
Full squad's down. You made the right choices.
I think another Ash is coming on over towards us right now. If I heard correctly. Yep. There might right there so you can't shoot. We gotta reload before I walk on that. Want to pop a cell just to kind of even the playing field here. Bro, is he cheating? Now the reason, chat, why I said is he cheating is because his gun was not looking at me. Like, it looked like his gun was looking over here, and he was still hitting me. That's like the old... I was so confused. I thought this guy couldn't see me, because he was looking in a completely different spot. Shit on... Wattson shit on. Two teams, by the way. He's gonna be stuck in the open here. Where the fuck did he go?
Package over there.
My teammate wins that, or not.
Hold on.
He's playing the inside there. Oh shit. Okay.
I've reached max level. Only one more left to go. That was the last one.
Holy shit, bro. It's literally just non-stop third parties right now. Someone just pulled up over here.
Enemy, need to recharge my shield.
Behind that rock. Oh. Dead slide. Cover myself. Walk up on him.
Last member's down.
I think I'm taking all of my teammates' kills, low key.
Reloading.
Yo, Destroy, I'm a regular Diamond Master Roller player, and I don't know if I should stick with it or switch to PC, maybe make it easier to go pro. What I would say, dude, is play whatever your heart desires. I think what you're asking is about switching to mouse and keyboard, because you can still play Roller on controller. If you want to go pro, you will never do it on console. The FPS is such a limiting factor. The input delay is a massive limiting factor. If you want to go pro, you pretty much have to be on PC. That's one of the main reasons why I switched to PC, aside from making content. On top of that as well, the last team that... I mean, the team that just won this last LAN, or won this last major tournament, was a full M&K team. They didn't have any controller players.
Feel like there are enemies nearby.
So again, it really just kind of comes down to... Really just kind of comes down to what do you want to play. Really kind of just comes down to what do you want to play as an input. What's more comfortable for you? What fits your play style? I was talking to Ecstasy yesterday in his chat. I think me and him have just become acquaintances. I'm not too sure about that. But I was talking to X yesterday in his chat. He was playing M&K, and I was asking him if he was going to stick to controller. And even Ecstasy is saying that he's considering switching to mouse and keyboard, because from a creative standpoint, from a like a fun standpoint, like you can just do so much more on controller. I mean, you can do so much more on M&K than you can on Roller. I'm gonna throw a nade up there.
Frag out.
Oh, speaking of Ecstasy, bro, bro, Hobson, yo, X. You were saying yesterday, right? No, I can't. Is it? No, I don't think so. Hold on, I'm gonna open up my YouTube chat real quick. Yeah, it's Ecstasy. It's verified. Yeah, that's what. Okay, so X. Paint a picture here for chat. Isn't M&K, from what you were playing yesterday, that much more fun than playing controller? Coming from the cheater himself. All right, you want to go hit that?
Heads up.
District, you playing duo? Is this no? I just finished my coaching session, like literally just before this match. Oh, Jay, bro, dude, I'm multi-streaming on Twitch, YouTube, X, and Facebook right now. So I have 4 chats that I'm reading. So unfortunately, you're only seeing the Twitch chat, huh? Where are we going? Give me a tip on Nintendo Switch. Damn, bro. I would probably say best tip is don't play Nintendo Switch.
Punching a tunnel.
Yeah, it was way more opportunities for creativity. Roller can be boring. Yeah, exactly. That was my like first impression too, and I switched over to M&K. Is like you can just do so much more. It just feels way more fluid. Not safe, they're close. I would feel like It would be in here then, right? Yeah.
Enemy over there.
No. Why did that just make a sound? Dude, I'm tripping. I don't know where they are.
Heads up. Not all of us are in the ring.
I'm so confused. Oh, there actually is a team over here.
One minute. Ring's not far.
Bro, where's this guy going?
We should go here.
Oh my god, I'm lagging so bad, bro. Cut him off. Fuck, bro. What are the odds he sets a trap? What are the odds this is a trap? And he puts it in the air and then one makes me as I jump. Bro, I'm lagging so bad.
Broken enemy shield. That was the last one. Nice work. Care package coming in.
Alright.
Care package over there.
That's so funny, bro. Bring up ecstasy for literally half a second. This guy spawns in the chat somehow. Is that solo? Meow. 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 Yo, GG, man. Sorry for stealing like 90% of your kills. Ugh. Dude, I don't... As overrated as... Oh, okay, bet on me. I don't think Wraith is overrated at all. I think she's pretty fairly rated. I think the only people that overrate her are like OG players or shitters. I love you so much, Lex. Send him a personal letter in the mail? Wait, what? I'm so confused. Whoa, what the heck is this? It's a wild emote. They need to make an emote where it's just Loba throwing it back. You think Rev will be meta? I think Rev's already been meta. They usually don't bring back old metas. So I personally don't think so. I think Rev is just gonna stay Rev. Yeah, I hate meta too, Zane. Honestly, I think in a game like this, I think everyone just needs to be equally balanced. And there shouldn't really be metas. I think every legend should be able to be counterable from a opposing class. Meaning, if you're playing, like, this is just like a really rough example. If you're playing controller, controllers should be able to count. It should be like rock, paper, scissors, right? Or like Pokemon, where everything is stronger against a class and weaker against another. So if you want to run triple assault and you want to be fucking weird, rocking like ballistic. Oh, Ash got changed to skirmish. What the fuck? If you want to run like ballistic OG Ash, and then whoever the other person was, I forget, then you would get like punished for doing so because other classes could like easily counter you. Lady District leaks. She'd be leaking a lot of tears. She'd be very emotional recently. Yo, homie, I recently changed my sense. I'm not playing 0.69 anymore. I'm playing 0.6. I hired an aim coach about a month ago, and he helped me figure out a lot of my issues, and lowering my sense fixed, or didn't necessarily fix, but it helped me progress a lot more. There's a Lady District? Yeah, it's the fiancé. Shut up, Lex. We don't talk about how emotional I am. Lex, I think to get a check mark, you need to be not verified, but you need to have 100K subs on YouTube. So, like, once you get 100K subs, you're, like, quote-unquote, big enough for YouTube to, like, verify your account. And then that way people know that it's your account. That's why, like, when Ecstasy was in the chat earlier, he had a check mark next to his name. You also do need to apply for it, yeah. But if you have, like, 100K subs, it's very rare that you don't get it. Unless you're reposting other people's content. Like, I don't know if Zip, the guy that reposts, like, all of, like, Ecstasy, Fades, Lemonheads, his Wattson clips, like, I don't think he can get a check mark. Because his content isn't original. His content is re-uploading. Also, I don't know if you guys know this, I think Zip is going to get demonetized on YouTube. Because none of his content is his. It's everyone else's. YouTube's changing the monetization program where they only pay people who upload original content and quality content. So if you just upload like an unedited game of yourself playing, I don't think that qualifies anymore for YouTube revenue. Yo, Treek Lee with the $5 super chat. I did not see that earlier. What the fuck? Why am I now just seeing this? Hold on. Bro, I'm lagging so bad. Bro, oh my god. Holy shit, I'm lagging. Went from D3 to Plat 1. Playing Fragpunk, my man. Let's go, dude. Fragpunk is so much fun. I've been addicted. There we go, okay. Yeah, dude, I've been so addicted to Fragpunk. Yeah, Scylla team in here. See if we can figure out where they're playing roughly. I'm gonna play the height if I can. Teammate got a crack, huge. I'm gonna arc that door so that if they're playing there, they don't look at this. Sounds like they're moving low-key back towards that teammate. They are, indeed. Absolutely ate his ass. What the fuck? What the fuck? Shit on my boy. They're gonna step up here. Maybe not. There's so much audio happening outside. I'm stuck in the open. Bro. What the fuck? Alright, well I'm happy that I finally have some loot. I'm not gonna lie, I got so confused and lost during out that whole process right there. What the fuck? No one pushing my back right here. That side is covered from all the third party. Rev is walking up right here. One HP on that Rev. I want his body shield. I think I'm gonna just take a huge step back out of this. I have no idea what is happening. And I have to reload my guns. I got you, homie.
Enemy shield broken.
Okay. Car. Punch in the air. I mean, he had a teammate, right? Because he didn't insta-die. Zipline? Is this actually a person, or... No, I think he's just paying an enemy. District, any advice on how to reset back out of a team overcommitting on you without a movement ability? And shoot if you can. Hold on. My bad. You asked 2 questions and now my brain is like not working. How would you back out of a situation if you don't have like a movement ability? It's definitely not the easiest, but the main thing that you need to focus on doing is continuously sliding back from cover to cover, turning and holding that team or that player off of you. So hold on, I'll see if I can kind of give you an example of that in a second. Definitely wasn't going to do it there because I would get absolutely shit on. Okay. Over there. Alright, so he might want to walk up on teammate. I'm looking. He's not walking. I think teammate broke him. Teammate did. Oh my god, I shouldn't have portaled right there. Here, I'll hop in the range and I'll kind of give you an example of what I mean. Should I quit? I feel bad if I quit. Yeah, honestly, bro, I don't know how. I don't know how we got no audio on that guy. Oh, he's cooked. No HP. Rev pushing up on him. Ooh, GG. So basically, okay, if you don't have any abilities, how are you supposed to get out of a fight where, you know, you're getting swung, you're getting pushed? If you don't have something that kind of take you out of that fight, you don't have any, like, movement abilities, a phase, a stem, a pad, a dash, a portal, or anything like that. It's really all about taking steps back, turning and holding. So this is something that I'm talking a lot about, especially in especially in coaching sessions. Just gonna grab a flat line. All right.
Here I come, back from the sky.
Just gonna go over here as an example. So, like, let's just say I'm taking a fight over here and I get swung up on and I've got a whole bunch of people on top of me. Right? If I stay here, obviously I'm going to die. I have to fight 2 people. I have to clutch this up pretty hard. And by playing even like in cover here, let's just say I'm even fighting just one individual. Even just by playing cover here, this person still can swing around and lock me in the open. Or they can climb up and they can take that cover away from you. Right? You've probably experienced that before. You're playing behind something and someone climbs up and now you're stuck there. So in a situation where you don't really want to commit to this fight, really the only option you have is to try and create space. That space lets you play cover a little bit more, right? Because if they want to push, they have to take the time to close the gap that you made. But it's not about just backing up once. It's about backing up. If this person wants to fight you, they have to step into the open, which means that you'll have a chance to catch him when you're in cover. You can take a step back. You can catch them. You can take a step back. You can hold them. You can take a step back. So the more that you back off, the more space that your opponents have to move through. Now, again, like I said, it's not about just running away from this team and running and running and running and running and running. It's about taking a step back and forcing that opponent to decide, is he going to chase into the open and get hit, get caught, or is he going to stay where he is and try to hold you back? And then from here, you're holding, you're taking a step back, you're holding, you're taking a step back, and you create space that way. Now, if you're fighting a one-on-one, it's the exact same as if you're fighting a 3v3. The only difference is that you have to be even more accurate. You have to fight even harder, right? You have to be quicker at your moves back and at your re-peaks. You have to be a lot tighter to your cover, right? I do a lot of 1v1 coaching sessions, and a lot of people in the comment section will be like, that's... Oh, I just went into the range. A lot of people will be like, that's totally different than if you were to do a 3v3 or a 1v3. You're fighting more people is different. And it is. The only difference is that there's more people, so you just have to be a lot stricter with how you play that scenario. Yo, this lucky cat, bro. Thank you so much for the prime sub. Much love, bro. Kilij. Thank you so much for the prime sub. Also, much love. Appreciate the love and support. I'm loading back into the range. Oh my gosh. Bro. Jesus. Fade recovers before he gets broken. That's also another thing, too. I'm happy that you pointed that out. I low-key forgot about that. Whenever I do, like, VOD reviews of, like, Ecstasy, or VOD reviews of Fade, or VOD reviews of Lemonhead, mostly, I notice this a lot more with Fade. I think Fade is one of the better movement players at doing this kind of thing. Lemonhead honestly commits a lot more than Fade does. But Fade will back off before he needs to back off. Meaning, he's putting himself into a situation that is vulnerable, and he's leaving before he's, like, overcommitted, and he's, like, fucked, and he's stuck there. You can kind of think of it like... You can kind of think of it like, if I swing into a building and make a play, I'll have a small advantage for a short period of time because I'm the one making the play. I know that when I swing, I'm going to do it this way, right? So then when I can back off before I start getting shit on. That way, when I reset, I'll have all this health to keep playing with, and I can re-swing and make a new play. What a lot of, unfortunately, I'll put it this way, what a lot of bad players do, though, is they will swing into a fight, and they'll only leave when they're getting shit on. And at that point, when you back off, you don't have any health to turn around and hold with. You don't have anything that you can, you know, defend yourself with if you get swung or if you get pushed. Right? You don't have any health to even swing back in because you're shit on. So, a really good way to kind of, like, see what I'm talking about, go watch a Fade video, right? And pay attention to how he swings in, makes a play, leaves, and then re-swings that team with all the health that he kept. District, what's better, great macro with decent micro or great micro with decent macro? Micro, how you take your fights mechanically and how you play within, like, very, you know, just close range situations. I would say that is significantly more important. Fights end in the micro. Fights don't end in the macro. Macro sets you up. Micro finishes what you've set. I didn't even knock him? Bro, what? What the fuck? Lexi says, Disher. What's up, Lex?
Pathetic.
Did I miss something, babe? Or, hold on, did you text me or something on Snapchat? It's a bug. Maddie says that she hits iron and bronze in Kovacs. Oh boy, Maddie. What is going on there? Iron and bronze. I just hit diamond in Kovacs, so, or not Kovacs. I just hit diamond on Aim Labs benchmarks, so you're chilling. That's crazy though. What benchmark are you playing on Kovacs? Because Kovacs has like 20 different benchmarks. Yeah, I remember our session. We did like an aiming session. The one I put you on. I thought I put you on the Aim Labs one. I didn't put you on Kovacs. Or did I? Bro. Alright, chat. I might need to hop off. I'm getting to that point where I'm just like turning retarded. That Rev is about to get his shields back, I think. Bro, is that the same Loba as earlier? Yeah, I think I'm gonna go get some food. Disher, you should check out the patch notes. Whole meta got nerfed and Rev Q goes further than jump head. He also... I'll have to check it out. I'll probably make a video on it in a little bit. Alright, I'm gonna do one more game, gang, and then we're gonna wrap on up, and then we'll try to go live this weekend. Chat, you know what I'm really craving right now, chat? Dude, I'm craving a double Big Mac with extra sauce, extra onions, and extra pickles, but I'm not just craving one. I'm craving two, so I can share one with Lexi. Oh my gosh. Oh, imagine that. Secretly a Big Mac? Shut up. You're just jealous that I can twerk, Lex. You're just jealous I can twerk. Yo, District, how much for coaching? Coaching starts at $25 for a session. That would be a fuck, what's the word I'm looking for? My brain can't think. That would be not an assessment. Yeah, it would be an assessment session where we basically look at everything that you're doing right and wrong. We kind of give you an idea as to how, like, what's holding you back and how you can fix it. What do you think of Bang and Horizon? Bang is one of my favorite legends, especially for ranked and for coaching. She's really good at controlling situations. Horizon is really fun, but I don't love her. But she definitely is a fun legend to play. Bro, how is this guy fucking alive? I'm cooked. No ammo. I might just switch to a Mastiff or something. Holy shit, bro. My internet is fucked right now. I don't like how many people are right next to me. Yeah, I gotta help the boy. Oh my god, thank god. Bro. Fries. If I jump there, I'm fucked. Alright. Gang, that was my last one. I'm gonna hop on off. GG. I'm going to answer a couple last questions here, though. Can a controller player move better or equal to a mouse and keyboard player? Definitely not. Controller players, you guys are so insanely limited with your movement. Just, you can't tap strafe. You can't redirect your momentum. Wall jumps are not necessarily hard, but they're not as consistent as mouse and keyboard. You can't super jump as consistently. You can't mantle jump as consistently. In terms of movement, even bunny hopping, like you can't even bunny hop as easily. Movement on mouse and keyboard is significantly more fluid. There's more possibilities, and in general, it's just a lot better than it could ever be on controller. So if you want to have more fun playing Apex, it'll be a lot harder because you have to learn the mechanics. The mechanics are tougher, but you can do more. You're going to want to play M&K. If you want to have a really chill, relaxing time, but at the same time be very limited with your aiming and also with your movement, then you'd play on controller. Controller's easier to pick up, M&K's harder, but there's way more possibilities on it. Hey, District, how do I get better at recoil control without aim assist? Recoil has nothing to do with aim assist at all. Before I dip, I made a short about this, like, I think yesterday or the day before. There's two main ways that you control recoil in Apex. Every gun has its own unique recoil pattern, which means that as you shoot, it will be pretty much identical. It will have the same general pattern. So you can see right here, they both go to the right, to the left, to the right, a weird clunk, to the right, to the left, to the right. So every gun has its own pattern. So you can just learn each individual weapon's recoil pattern. Or another way that you can do it is using aim smoothing. So aim smoothing is when you shoot and pull sideways. And as you can see, it got rid of all of that vertical recoil. So I could shoot and pull up, or rather I could shoot and not do anything, it's going to pull up, or I can shoot and pull to the side. And by pulling sideways, it gets rid of that vertical kick. So if I'm going to pull sideways on him, I'm not going to get any recoil, but I'm going to come off target. So instead, you would strafe opposite to what direction you're going to pull. And this works with every gun. It works with burst weapons. It works with automatic. Obviously, it doesn't really work with, you know, these guns, because these don't really have recoil to begin with, like single-shot weapons. It's not really going to work with shotguns because they're also single-shot. But that would be like the two main ways that you would control your recoil. You can learn the pattern of the specific gun that you're using, or you can just pull sideways. Now, the only issue with pulling your crosshair sideways or using aim smoothing is that it works better the closer you are. The harder you can pull your crosshair, or also the smoother that you can pull your crosshair, the stronger your recoil is going to be. So if I do something like shoot this target all the way in the back. Well, hold on. If I strafe, I can strafe for a long time if my crosshair doesn't come off of target, because I'm so far away that it just doesn't really do anything. So if I start pulling to the side, I would have to pull such a tiny amount that it's just not going to make a difference. It's not going to input. But on this target here, to stay right here, I'd have to pull on my mouse a lot harder, which would give me more inputs, which would give me more recoil control. So aim smoothing, you typically want to use at close to mid-range. At long range, you typically want to focus on standing still and just controlling the pattern of the weapon. You can also track using your body. So this would basically just be called mirror strafing. You can also use mirror strafing, where you track the person with your body, and then you control the pattern of the weapon using your right hand. So you'd basically control the recoil with the pattern, and then track with your body. And that's called mirror strafing. Or counter strafe, which is aim smoothing, moving in the opposite direction of your opponent. So there's a lot of, I'm not going to say there's really only two ways to control recoil, but there's a lot of ways that you can adjust how you use it. I think at the end of the day, people look at a technique, aim smoothing or recoil pattern control, and they complain that it doesn't work. It's like trying to nail a screw in with a hammer, and it's like trying to screw a screw in, and then it's like trying to nail like a hammer in with like a screwdriver. Oh my god, I can't even talk right now, bro. Right? At the end of the day, the technique is a tool, and you need to find ways to use that tool properly. Good district, how much for coaching? $25 a session, my man. What do you think of Bang and Horizon? Oh, I already read these. Why is it showing me these again? What the fuck? That's so weird. Oh, I'm not reading my restream chat. Oh my god, bro, I'm tripping. I'm reading the wrong chat. What's the best response curve in your opinion? Whatever works best for you. There's no such thing as the best anything. Everyone is different. Everyone has their own preference, their own play style, their own genetics, right? That's like asking what the best flavor of ice cream is, right? Like, you might be weird and you might like the taste of an asshole, right? I'm not going to like the fact that you like shit flavored ice cream, right? I personally don't like really sweet things, so I'm not going to go out and get the sweetest ice cream. I'm going to get something that's really like mildly, mild in taste. So everyone's different, There's no such thing as the best. There's only the best for you.
I've always wanted an eye patch.
Has in the first half. You like eating assholes? Because that's the half I started with. I don't know. You say mint won't ever be good in my book. Yeah, I don't like mint either. Mint's a weird flavor. I believe that anyone has to... oh, fuck. I forgot to clip something earlier. Fuck me. I believe that anyone has to try all these techniques. It's difficult. Oh, I'm not recording either. Fuck me, bro. I believe that anyone has to try all these techniques. It's difficult. It will take a long time, but once learned, it will be truly satisfying. Yeah, exactly, bro. Like, you don't have to master anything. You just have to practice. You just have to play with it, right? And you'll kind of find your place for it. You played Dark Souls 3? I've never played. No. Honestly, bro, I've only ever really played Apex.
I want bigger arms, bro. Next level. Gee, I'm the
All right, gang, I'm out of here. I'm out of here. Time to go get some food in my stomach. Do you like using a single Mozambique? Yeah, Mozam is like a sniper rifle. It's actually really strong right now. All right, I'm gonna answer like 3 more questions and I'm out of here. I am at gold solo queue. I keep getting sweats as opponents. My aim is decent. I have some okay movement for controller. Any tips to rank up? I said this in a previous short, and I say this in like all my streams. If you're finding that you can't get out of platinum, you are stuck in the below average skill group of the Apex community. You're fighting people who are so average that if you practice like anything in the game, recoil control, aim smoothing, your movement, your game sense, third parties, not dying into fights, not overcommitting, taking more advantages, creating more advantages, you will outshine, you will get out of that rank so insanely quick. Like, gold and platinum is literally people who just run around and, like, they just do random shit. Alright? People who just basically play to play. They don't play to practice, they don't play with intention, they just play to play, and then they hit that rank. So if you're finding that you're stuck in those ranks, take a concept that you're struggling with and practice it. Right? There's really no tip that's going to magically get you out of being average other than you have to practice a skill. It's like me at the gym. Like, I'm struggling to lift 50 pounds with my dumbbell incline press. Right? I can get like 6 to 7 reps with 50-pound like dumbbell presses. And then after that, you know, I'm completely fatigued. Hey, can you give me a tip so that I can, you know, lift more weight? Yeah. Keep lifting the weight and keep practicing your form and keep getting in enough protein, and you're going to slowly improve. You're going to slowly grow. And it's the exact same thing here. If you're stuck in a rank, take something, anything, and put practice into that, and you will see improvement. You saw me yesterday somewhere, but you can't put your finger on it. Yesterday? Well, I wasn't playing. I might have actually been playing for like a quick, short session, but I don't think I played any matches. Did you see me in public? Are you in Canada? That's hella weird. All right, last question that I'm answering, or my bad, second last question that I'm answering. Do you think having crazy movement is needed for Masters Plus? No, definitely not. Look at Imperial Health. That guy's got absolutely no fucking movement. Look at Daltish. That guy's got no movement. Look at Sweet Dreams. He's got no movement. Or he's got decent movement, but he doesn't have crazy movement. Right? Like dude, look at 90% of the pro players. They don't have movement. Right? You look at someone like Ecstasy, Fade, Lemonhead, fucking who else? Yuki, right? Like those guys have movement, right? And it's just an addition to their portfolio of their skills, but you definitely don't need good movement to reach those ranks. The only thing that you need to have is decent game sense and the ability to hit shots. What's my FOV? Max, 1 ton. I can't get my aiming right. It always feels like I lose aim assist from far away. You do lose aim assist from far away. There's a certain range that you get and you lose aim assist. So at that point, skill issue. You gotta just work on your recoil control and your micro adjustments. Mattia, so happy for you, man. I'm happy that you're able to get some wins, man. All right, one last question. Why is Ash a skirmisher now? I'll use that as my last question. I don't know. They changed her over to skirmish because I guess she's got more movement than she does assault, which makes a lot more sense. And then also that way she doesn't get like a double dash with auto reloads so that she can dash in, fuck you in the ass, dash out, portal into your face, come all over it, portal back, instantly reloaded, run at you, and then fuck you from the side. So yeah. Anyways, guys, I'm out of here. Much love. Appreciate everyone stopping on in today. We'll be live later, either this week or next week for sure, guaranteed. And yeah, stay tuned. We got a lot of long-form content coming really soon. We hired a new editor, so we're going to be posting lots of stuff real soon. Much love. Appreciate everyone stopping on in, and I'll see y'all tomorrow.